Hello, Mirella. How you going?
Yeah, not too bad. How are you?
Good. I didn't see you pop into the Discord there.
It's okay. Yeah, don't have my camera on at the moment.
That's fine.
I'm frantically attempting to apply for houses, so I'm just a bit muddled today.
Apply what? Sorry.
Apply for houses
Oh
to
right.
rent.
Oh okay. Yeah. It's a pretty constricted market right now.
Yeah, me and my partner are applying for everything, so it's a bit like that.
Oh, right.
Oh well.
So I think we're expecting everyone today. Well, in fact, I see. Oh yeah, we've got Odin coming in now. After I confirmed it's Discord, not OBS. We won't worry about OBS for now. I'll circle back to it when I have time to test it. Hey, John.
Hello, all.
Hello.
I'm gonna try my headphones before I crank it up. Make sure I'm okay. Hey. I'll put on some Roll20 music. Not getting anything. All right. Oh, here we go. Are you getting swamp crickets and stuff?
Yes, sir.
Great. I'm just adjusting some sound.
On my bunch low.
Crank Odin up to 200%. You look like you've got a fancy mic there, David. Is that new?
Yep, I got a new
Oh,
HyperX.
holy moly.
Ooh.
That looks
Actually,
radioactive.
just realized. Yeah. Just realized the gain control was down to the very bottom.
Ah, right, okay.
There we are. I can hear the music now.
Before we kick off, I'll turn that down a little bit now that I know that it's coming through. Swamplandia. Hello, Kat. Welcome.
Hello.
Hi. I'm just mucking around with the video capture, just because that when there's 5 people in, if we get Nick at, it's only 4 minutes past, but if we get Nick coming in, it shuffles everything around on screen. Huge, and I've got it sort of, it'll cherry pick out the 6 once they do come, but let's see. And then I'll shuffle everyone around to everyone. It's been a long time, 4 weeks, or 3.5 weeks. But we're here.
Yeah. Back at it again.
Yes. Okay. It's just gone 5 past, so what I'm going to do is gear up just to make it that little bit easier.
Nick's coming.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah, he didn't know if it was now or in an hour.
Ah,
It's been
right, okay.
clarified.
Yeah, okay. So I'll be hesitant to just throw it, to change it on screen until he gets here. Otherwise, I may have to change it all back. While we're here, I was going to talk about the next one is just a regular. It will be at the regular time, but then there's another one that falls right Christmas Eve or Christmas Day or something, and so we could do the same thing if Wednesdays are still viable. We could do the same thing on the 22nd or the following week possibly, but instead just either side of that. It falls on a weekend, the Christmas and New Year's.
Just to confirm, the next one is not this Friday?
No. This Friday would have been what we're now playing today.
Okay, great.
Yep. So we just brought it forward a couple of days.
Not to be a veritable monkey wrench, but that 22nd Wednesday, something we can't rock ourselves.
Okay, all right. Good to know in advance. Then we just go, okay, we'll just not worry, unless there's another date that suits everyone, but we can sort that out online too. So everyone, while we're at it, you've all got control of your tokens on Roll20. Okay to move them around, and your hit points might be just worth checking those to make sure that your green dot, when you edit your own token, both the current hit points and the maximum hit points should be the same for now, so you're at full health. When there's a plus there, that tells me that probably you've changed your current hit points to be your new maximum, but not changed your actual maximum. It shows up when someone casts aid or something like that, and you get some temporary hit points. Overclock yourself. I think Kat and Marilla, both of yours are in that state, as far as I can see. You've got 20 out of a maximum 10. I was surprised when I saw everyone's hit points. So nobody's got below 17, which is pretty good for second level, really. I guess there's a fair bit of con floating around.
I do.
Yeah.
I got 16.
16. Ah, right. I missed that. Okay. Rogue. What are you rolling? D8s? D8s. Oh, no. Wizard. D6s.
Me?
Yeah?
No, Wizard D6, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's what... For some reason, I was thinking Sorcerer or Warlock, but the Sorcerers are D6s as well, so...
I don't know if I did roll my hit points, because I have 17, but I don't know if that's right for me.
Yeah, don't roll your hit points, just apply the average that's in the player's handbook.
Okay, well then I guess probably I did that.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm 17.
Okay. Come on, Nick.
He just said start without me, but he's on the way.
Okay. All right.
Discord there.
Okay. All right, let's do that. I'll just crank the swamp down a little. And so what we'll be streaming is cams just offset and so on, but more focused on you guys, and we can see each other on Discord anyway, so we're in a happy place. Okay, so here we are. OBS. Music.
Hearing I ask from the holy races, from Heimdall's sons both high and low. Thou wilt our father, the dweller, relate old tales I remember of days long ago. I remember yet the giants of yore, who gave me bread in the days gone by. 9 worlds I knew, that 9 in the tree, with mighty roots beneath the mould.
All right, welcome everyone. Session 3? 4. 4 if we're counting the session 0 kickoff, but there's a bit of role play in that as well. We're just waiting on our friendly fairy warlock to arrive, and until then, on the recording, the cams will be slightly offset, but I'm not going to muck around with that for now, because it'll correct itself once we have the right numbers in, and we're expecting our 5th to arrive anytime soon. I think it's been quite a while, because we skipped 1 session, so it was almost 4 weeks, almost a month ago, that you all came out of the Witchlight Carnival and have now arrived in a Feywild domain. What we could do is just to by a brief introduction, just to remind us all of your character and how you look, and how your character, race, class, anything that you want to share. I'm just going down the line here. Kat, welcome. Do you want to go first with Galatea?
Which season are we in?
Season? Oh, crikey. You're pushing me. There's such a thing as seasons here. Let's go autumn.
All right, autumn. All right, she's got fiery red hair. What's that color? Copper eyes. And just very standard attire of some leather pants and shirt. Very obviously elven.
Right. Very, very human-sized fae looking.
Yes.
Okay. Great. And, yep.
Oh, I was just going to say, you'll see that she's carrying a longbow. It's pretty much, and a dagger.
Okay. So
yeah.
Bow was the weapon of choice.
Yes.
And seeing as you've just come from spending a whole evening, so probably 10 hours or so in this carnival, but you've been lugging around your backpack with gear and this longbow through the carnival. A little bit odd, but we just sort of suspended disbelief there for some of you have a bit more, carry around a bit more gear. Looking at you, Hello Hawk. Do you want to kick off then? Or
Well, hello. So, Hallowhawk himself, he's about 6'4". He's very, very lithe, very not spindly. He's cut, but he's not like gigantic for his size. He himself is an elf. He carries a giant, slightly curved glaive amidst his shoulders, and he does not have a shirt because he is a monument of vanity for his own self. But outside of that, just kind of, simple adornments otherwise. He's got the kind of one strap pack over his shoulders. I want to say narratively, he has a little pair of wings he's carrying around. I think that's how that works. But, yeah, just kind of a bandana and a perpetual stoic looking self.
Right. And, so pretty grim-faced. But just on those wings, one of the things that the rest of the party might have noticed is it's very subtle, but it looks like there's these glowing motes around his head as well, which you may not have even realised while you've had this break. Like a little ring of very faintly glowing motes of light.
Indeed, I am a carnival monarch, and I will not be considered otherwise.
Hail to the king. Cool. Okay, in that case, Odin.
Okay, Odin is a little bit of a goblin that looks somewhat intimidating. Except for when he speaks, because he speaks with a small, high-pitched little terrified voice. He got a big old earring dangling from one of his long ears, a big pointy chin with a tuft of black beard, same for his just a small little tuft of hair on the mostly bald head. Other than that, he wears quite ratty-looking dirty clothes. He doesn't seem to bother to keep clean, which he could do with the snap of his fingers, as he spends most of his time reading in a small little ratty-looking book, which looks like a few pages have since been torn out and just hastily shoved back in there.
Awesome.
That'd be about it.
Okay. Thank you. And Selith.
So Selith is rabbit folk or Harangon. She is medium in stature, and she is wearing kind of performance-y-esque armor, I'm gonna say.
Yep.
She carries a mace that looks like a cheerleading baton, and a shield that is very glitzy. I would describe her as like the mom friend that you all know. But yeah.
Okay. Great. And that brings, and while you have off camera a small, maybe 3-foot winged fairy in just regular travelling clothes, cloak and whatnot. Now, I'll give you a bit of background. I guess I've already covered off that you've made your way through the carnival and found your way to the domain, Fey domain of Prismere. Hello, Hawk. You can feel you've spent a long rest on this huge causeway, dilapidated causeway, which is like a raised road, almost like a bridge going to nowhere, with breaks in it. You've spent a long rest. Throughout that time, it's been twilight the whole time, so you can see to the horizon, but there's a mist cloaking the ground looking down beneath you. The causeway is quite large, maybe 20 feet across. 2 carriages could pass each other on it. And you've taken a long rest here from pretty much out of tiredness. You'd had the day and then arrived at the carnival and now spent the whole night right through till dawn, basically. They were starting to usher people out as the sun rose. And you managed to find your way through a portal in one of the tents to arrive here. But Hello Hawk, you can feel that there's even stronger now a sense of loss. There's some aspect of yourself that's missing, and you can feel its proximity, not like a compass, but you know it's in this realm somewhere. Selith and Galatea. You've got the same sort of sensation, but it's a little bit feels a little bit more distant, and also that sense of loss is a little bit less powerful.
Well, I don't like it much here.
Yeah, yeah, and you've taken a long rest, recovered. You've to meta it, you're up to second level, so feeling a bit more experience from your trials, and it's now over to you for what you want to do. The crickets and frogs and the swamp beneath you is alive. You can see little mounds of mud and things looking down, but that's pretty much all. The mist sort of obscures it quite a bit. So what do you want to do from here?
So you said that there's a bit of mist, but that it's kind of like a twilight sort of thing.
Yeah, so think of it as dawn or dusk. There's no sun is up, but it's light enough to see.
Okay. So not like any extra light would really help with visibility.
I guess being in twilight makes it a little bit harder to notice things. So you might find it disadvantageous for perception and in investigating things that rely on vision.
Okay. In which case, I'm going to cast my light cantrip on my mace.
Okay. Let's see. And that does about 20 foot and 20 foot, 20 foot of bright and 20 foot of low, if I recall.
Yeah. No, 10 feet. Wait, no. Yeah, 20 and 20. You're right.
Okay. So Selith is lit up, or her mace is lit up, and lighting the area around her. Let's try this, see how that looks to everyone. I think it's Shift L. Yeah. How's it look on screen for you all? Is your vision working okay?
Yes.
Looks that much more homely.
Okay, so you should see it being quite dim at the unless you're close to Selith or the 40 foot or so around her. Okay. Let's see. Selith, as you switch the light on, in the sky, silhouetted initially against some twinkling stars in the distance, but looking at it, you're perceptive enough to tell that there's something quite large descending.
Oh no!
Out of the sky.
Can I tell if it's at an alarming rate or?
Can you roll a perception for me? If anyone else wants to help, if they can try to lower her DC by passing themselves. Okay, so you're squinting off into the distance, having a look, and Galatea gives you a hand and says, "No, over there. See the whatnot." So the 13 with Selith, 22 with Galatea lowers the basically lower, makes it a little bit easier for you, Selith. And no, it doesn't have wings. It's maybe not what you were first jumping to, but it looks pretty much spherical, maybe about 20 feet across. And between the two of you, it looks like a giant ball. It seems to be, rather than just sort of hanging in midair, it's descending, but it seems to be bobbing around erratically. And as it descends a little bit closer on an angle, sort of perpendicular to your causeway that you're on, you can tell that there's a basket or something slung underneath it. And the basket underneath is sort of gyrating, swinging around in circles, completely out of control. And it descends off into the distance. Now, we're talking, maybe a mile or something like that, the limits of your vision. And it plunges out of sight, disappearing into the fog.
Ooh, I thought it was coming for us. What was that thing? A bird? A flying carrot of some kind?
I wonder, do you think that might be the direction of the hag we're looking for?
Oh, that is good point.
Galatea, you could tell that the thing slung underneath it was some sort of basket. Large, 10 foot across maybe, between 5 and 10 feet across.
It seemed like it had a basket under it.
Oh, do you suppose it's full of children?
Oh
my goodness, this place is creepy.
Where did that morbid thought come from?
Creepy place.
I mean, they are taking children, or lost children, right?
That's right.
Right.
Oh, fair.
How's everyone else doing? Is everyone else okay?
I'm just fine.
I was fine until 30 seconds ago when you said that. I'm scared.
Oh, golly. I'll be quiet for a bit.
Yes, good enough being in a place where the sky doesn't change at all, I suppose.
Well, maybe it's supplies of some sort magically arriving somewhere.
Oh, I would hope supplies and not children for sure. Perhaps we start moving that way then.
Well, I don't really see anything else in this place we've found ourselves in, so...
How do we get off this thing?
Theodore will tell you that 20 feet away, and the whole bridge has collapsed on his end.
Okay.
Looks to be about a 30-foot drop.
I mean, I could just fly down there, but the rest of you, we could check to see if gravity's a thing.
Welcome, by the way.
So I am so sorry. I could have sworn it was like an hour from now, and I was like, why is everybody in the thing?
No problem.
I'm sprinting from work. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna be a little bit in and out because I just got home. I let my cats out, and I still got to feed them, so I'll be a little bit back and forth.
No problem. But I could tell you were here because all my cam views all lined up all of a sudden. So I knew there were six in the Discord. Okay, so looking over the edge, you can see that there's a bit of there's a lot of large gaps between the bricks making up this stone bridge. No ladders or stairs or anything like that. But once you get below the actual bridge, the platform that you're actually walking on, the pylons that hold it up, it's very humid here and a very wet environment. And there's these huge disc-shaped fungi growing from the sides of the pylons. Almost forming steps or ladders, but we're talking each one is sort of 5 to 10 feet across, and they don't form a natural descent. But you're pretty comfortable, any of you who are familiar with climbing, that it would be pretty straightforward.
Does anyone have a book?
A book.
A rope. Let me check. Rope.
You're probably not able to lift a lot, are you, Theodore?
I'm sorry.
Probably not able to lift a lot and fly around, are you?
I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty strong. That's a lie. I am not strong.
Yeah. He flexes. Oh.
Yeah. Maybe. And I'll look at all of you. Maybe. Silith, I could lift. Hollowhawk, just absolutely no. Odin, quite possibly. Gal, Gal, Galti,
Galatea.
Yeah.
Galatea. Thank you. I don't think so. Perhaps
Well,
should all be Fae.
I could probably hop down, if you get my drift, and help out someone else.
Well,
I mean-
Hello Hawk, we could probably use those things to slowly descend.
Well, that looks about right. We can try a hand at the pylons here, and if you think you can at least manage a goblin, I think we'll be straight.
I mean, we could push you off the cliff.
Thick mud.
I think I've got enough motivation, thank you.
Oh, I mean, all right.
Self
Not
will,
options.
yeah. Self will touch the most unstable looking person reclimbing and give them guidance.
Okay, so how's people's athletics? That's what we're looking for.
Ooh.
-1.
Not acrobatics?
No.
Okay, -1.
Yeah.
Is this since I can fly? Is this something I need to even do?
No, not at all. You just hop. You
Okay.
just fly down there.
Can since I would be helping because Odin's he's pretty tiny, right? Or is he a medium sized?
Small. Yeah.
Small.
Okay, so you're small
Yeah,
like me.
so-
Okay. I don't know if you want to just let me just have him be able to fly down with me, or if I could give him advantage on it.
You're pretty confident that you could probably piggyback him and glide down. You may not be able to fly upwards, but you could control your descent enough. Odin's slight enough,
Gotcha. Okay. Wonderful.
and is not laden down with metal armor or loads of metal weapons for that matter.
Ooh. Nice.
Okay.
I do think Hallowhawk and I actually have phase step we could probably use to get us down there.
Yes, it looks like it might be about the limit of your.
Yeah, just at the edge.
It's an interesting description there, but yes.
I take offense to that. What is this face step you call?
Well, Selith has a thing called Rabbit Hop where she can jump 10 feet. It is supposed to be in combat, but...
Yep, you can do that. So you can always hop as part of your movement.
Selith will do that.
Okay, so Selith, if you look on screen here, I've moved you to a new map, and you should see a bit of a more tactical map rather than a fabulous homebrew creation. By the way, for anyone listening, I think this is Maps by Tessa. So there's a recommended for anyone looking at running this adventure. There's a little bundle that Tessa's Maps has produced, and we're using a few of those in this. So Selith, you hop down, and that gets you. I'm just going to put you off the edge here. That gets you past the climbing section, and you just land on a 10-foot long arc of fungus.
So, lush, and,
Okay.
well, I'm down.
Are you going to just now climb down this?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
Okay. Okay, so you all of you sort of nervously watch over the edge and watch Selith climb down, and eventually I'm just going to move you away from the wall a little bit. Selith, you land in and descend and finally come down into mud, and your feet sink up to just past your ankles, probably halfway up your calves in mud.
You all right? Any weird shit down there?
It's very muddy, so watch your boots. Anyone know prestidigitation by any chance?
Yeah.
I hear that's real good for cleaning. I should get it sometime.
Theodore, are you going to do the piggyback thing with Odin?
Yep.
Okay.
Right. Jump on up on him.
Yep, all right. So between the two of you, you easily get ferried, and both of you can land and, again, go knee-deep in mud. I think for you, Odin, you'd be going probably up to your knees, maybe just past. So your boots and your trousers or the hem of your robe or something, but your gear is not wet and muddy. Galatea, I see you standing on the edge there. You're about to do a swan dive into that pool below.
I was going to just use face step and kind of put my leg out and then pop. Step down there.
All right, so you can put yourself up with your friends down the bottom there. And lastly, send your glaive. Hello, Hawk.
So, Hallowhawk will close his eyes, start focusing, and then crouch down and start trying to climb down.
Okay. All right, so you climb down. I'll get you to roll an athletics for me. You can have advantage because there's plenty of handholds and all of that palaver.
I appreciate that, DM.
What did you get? Oh, I didn't even see it. 8.
Well, let
okay.
me roll a second time.
I heard the blip coming up.
20.
Boomski. All right. So an 8 and a 20. You make it down, no problem. As you're climbing down, Selith, you hear a bit of a flap of wings, and in the mist, in the distance. Oh, let's have a look here. Let's see what I can see. Yeah, that's it. Make it a little bit darker. There we go. And once you descend into this mist, it's very thick, very thick fog that you've. It was okay when you were higher up, but you've now come down into it. And what I'm going to do now to simulate that is, it's not night vision, but I'm just going to change your vision to have the same. Oh, sorry, I'm just moving your characters to show who I've done, to equal the limit of your vision in this fog. So Theodore and Selith, you both should be seeing 20 foot into the fog at this point. Is that looking right to you?
I believe so. Let me just do the
measure.
Perfect. Yep. Absolutely perfect.
Okay. And Selith, you hear a flap of wings and a splash, and over at the limits of your vision, do you still have your light source on, by the way?
Yes.
Okay, so you're lighting up an area around everyone as well, and the light also is obscured. The fog obscures it, but it's just lit fog. So let's see, Shift L. Let's have a look how it looks to you. Oops, Control L. Yeah, there we go. Okay. At the limit of your vision, you see a flap of some wings, and there's this, what you thought was a slender, like dead tree or something, but it's actually the legs of a crane or a stork, an egret or some sort of long-legged water bird. And looking up, your gaze goes up and up and up and up, and the neck is as long as the legs are, and it spears, and there's this splash because there's a few muddy puddles here and there, and in its beak it comes up with this eel wriggling around, and the eel is easily as thick as a human thigh and probably about 10 feet long, and it just sort of necks it and then sticks its head back a couple of times, and just the eel slithers down its throat like a gannet, having fish and chips. And it looks at you, startled with a splash of someone landing, and takes wing, and after it's swallowed its eel, sort of squawks loudly.
Well, at least it's not a child-stealing bird.
Yeah.
We don't know that yet.
I was going to say.
Well, fair.
So, let's see. Oh, I just want to point out that it's times like this that I am so happy that I can fly.
Oh, yes. And you find one other thing you notice is as you've climbed down this bridge, there's a line of scum, and the line of scum is about 5 or 6 feet from the ground level where you are now. This whole place was submerged only a few hours ago.
Ah, this is so interesting.
That's
Sticky.
That's a weird way to say disgusting and gross, but tomato tomato.
This is a
So,
bit much even for me.
where would one find missing children in a swamp?
Yeah.
Well, we just saw a really weird flying basketball thing. Ball with a basket, something like that. We should just follow that direction.
Yeah, that was a good plan.
Lead the way.
So you start moving off towards the balloon crash. Is that what I
Yes.
gather? Okay. The sticky mud squelches beneath your feet. There's tangled mangroves, and you can see the same level of... The roots are all exposed here, so there's these like cages of roots coming down from a central trunk. And each cage is about 10 feet tall, in a hemisphere, descending into the mud. Every now and then you see tufts of reeds and things poking out, and I guess they're surviving here, but looks like they're all wet and covered in algae. There's pools of rippling water, half hidden in the thick fog. There's these mushrooms clinging to rotting logs, stumps scattered throughout the marsh. Some of it's oddly beautiful. You're seeing crickets glowing like fireflies, chirping serenely before they are snatched out of the air by the tongues of hungry frogs. This is a living, thriving wetland, to use a modern term. However, coming from one direction, you start to hear voices. And it sounds like it's getting a bit louder as it comes, and there's clearly more than one voice.
We're able to discern what tongue it's in.
Okay. Does anyone speak Elven or Sylvan?
I hope I speak Elven. Let me just triple check.
Yeah.
Elvish, yep.
Yeah. Elvish. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm treating Sylvan as a dialect of Elven. You're in the Feywild, and if people commonly don't know Sylvan, it makes it a very painful exercise to run through an entire adventure set there. So while you might not get the full gist of things, you can generally understand what they're saying. or get by. And yeah, so as they get closer, as the voices get closer, you can make out words, and it's in Sylvan, so you can tell the dialect, but you can understand what they're saying. I'm going to have a crack at this. Ready? With sticks and stones, we'll break your nose. We'll beat you blind and steal your clothes. In fact, what I'm going to do before I crank this out is post the lyrics into the chat.
That's a very aggressive nursery rhyme you got there.
Yeah. Sung to
Aren't they all?
Sung to the tune of Numb by Linkin Park. But none among us can compare to one wily, swift and stand-up hare. Scarf that's glorious, thief notorious. And so they sing the first verse of this song that seems to sing about a herringon. And then after that sort of slow build-up, they launch into a bit of a ditty. With the wink and a grin, he'll show you his cunning. A flash of his scarf. He'll take off running, quick as a bolt, his long scarf trailing, grasping, grasping, you'll end up flailing. You'll pout, you'll moan, you'll huff, you'll sneer, thanks to Agdon Long Scarf. Brigand Prince of Prismia. And it sounds like this is a bit of a marching song, and they are singing this heartily as they get closer and closer to you. And at that point, coming into your sphere of light, some clearly Harangon, looking like the same sort of folk as Selith. Can you see them on your screen?
I cannot.
No,
No?
I can't either.
Okay, it might not be in your range, so that you can hear the squelching of mud. And it's really strange. If you ever watch a group of, let's see, of deer walking along, and every now and then, one of them just goes boing as they jump over something, and while they're travelling along through this muddy ground, if they get to a puddle, they just spring over it. So that while there's a few of them, a handful, every now and then one of them boing, boing, bang, boing, boing, like, I don't know, very odd. And they spot you. Ha-ha, there they are. I told you.
There we are.
And three of them sort of approach. One of them sort of hops up. And let's see. Yeah, so they you can see he's got a club in his hand. And otherwise, not really any other gear. Just sort of leathers or travelling clothes.
I'm going to say, Silith, I don't mean to be rude, but you know these guys?
I am afraid not. Can I roll insight to see if any of them are my bro?
Yeah,
Or
sure. To see if-
history?
Okay, yep. Roll a insight for me.
Nat 20.
Natural 20. Okay. It looks like they are holding their ground right now with an intent to do misdeeds. And one of them, the one that's at the front, his eyes keep looking askance off into the mist to his right. And you can hear a bit of a squelch sort of outflanking you on the side.
Don't mean to alarm anyone, but I think we have even more company, and sadly, or perhaps fortunately, I do not know these folk. But think that we may need to get to know them in a less than pleasant way.
One of them
Oh.
looks at you, Selith, and casts his eye around the lot, and he sort of points at you with his club. And he says, "This is a robbery. If you resist, we'll beat you black and blue. Right, boys?" And they'll go, "Yeah!"
Huh. Well, I just wanted to say, Hollowhawk has all the money. So, and I give Hollowhawk a nice shove out there.
All right, so the small characters take one step back.
I assist in pushing Hollowhawk's butt forward as I jump backwards.
He looks at you up and down, Hallowhawk, and says, "We don't want your yellow metal. What use is that for us here?" And he gestures around.
All right. Well, what are you robbing then?
"True treasure." And he gets out a little jug, and he unstoppers it, and he goes to unstopper it, and his mace is there on his belt, and he says, "We demand of each of you a gift of delight."
I don't want to be this fey, but technically, in order to give something, you don't have to steal it or extort it. That's just, how that works.
They look a bit
tricky
confused. They look at each other a little bit confused. "Well, if you're going to give us your fondest memory, we'll be on our way then. Step forward. Stick this in your ear."
You heard him, Hollowhawk. Stick that in your ear.
Well, if that's all it is, and I will approach him.
Okay. And you can see, yep. And he says, the stopper, you can see, sports a golden knob. And he says, "Think about your most treasured memory."
Is he handing it to me or he's holding it?
He's holding it.
Okay.
He's within arm's reach.
All right. Well, let me say. He has a fond memory, and I'll punch him.
All right. Okay. Excellent. All right. So what I'm going to do is you can have it. Like he is wary of you, obviously, but you can have advantage on your initiative roll. So, and then everyone else roll initiative, and we'll jump to that.
That was really good. I honestly did not expect that. He's a fond memory.
It's nice and fresh, short term.
So if you roll higher than 16, Hallowhawk, just adjust it manually. You can change it.
Okay. Yeah. First one was an 18. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Manual. Neat.
And I see Odin, you're on a 21, Galatea 23. Holy moly.
I'm losing all my natural 20s here.
Alrighty. Who are we missing
I have
here?
a question.
Yes.
I have when Hollowhawk punched him,
Yeah.
or when he punches him, will he drop the jug? Or
You don't
will he
know.
hold on
You
to
don't know until it all happens.
Okay. Fair.
Before that even gets to happen, there might be arrows flying and spells slinging, and the whole world might implode before Hallowhawk's fist actually connects.
Good God.
Yeah. This is like Mission Impossible stuff here. The SWAT team's about to just go ballistic, going by these initiative rolls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Am I missing? I'm missing somebody. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mirella.
Yeah, I've sent it. It was 20.
Okay, so just to get you in, we can do the 20, but just click on your token and then just do it again. We'll adjust it to be 20 for this. This is your first initiative round. Just click on your token so that it's highlighted and then roll your initiative.
And then
click initiative in D&D Beyond. Or, yep. Okay, so see how that's, because you had it highlighted, it's actually put you directly into the turn order.
Okay. Yeah.
So what we'll do is, I'm going to just adjust you to 20 for now. Now that everyone knows, what we'll do is, if someone accidentally clicks it and doesn't highlight their token, or does, or whatever, the initiative roll we'll take is the first one that you do with your where you insert it properly. Same thing if someone accidentally rolls a d20 or clicks on the different attack roll, we'll just take the first proper roll as a convention. But I'm going to sort descending, and we're in a midst of a battle. Galatea. You can see Hello Hawk is winding up to unload on this Harangon. You've got your bow in your hand. Otherwise, you're just watching what's going on. What do you want to do?
I think I'm going to cast Ensnaring Strike, and then I'm going to hit with my longbow this hare to the left of me.
Yes. Okay. The one that's right out to the east.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. So bonus action. Boom. You've got the Ensnaring Strike off, and now that'll last for a minute until you land a shot. How did you go?
Sorry, I got a 16.
16 hits. And damage? I'll get you to call it out to me so that I can...
I know, I'm so sorry. 6.
6 damage. Let's have a look. Okay, your Ensnaring Strike hits. Does damage. Doesn't drop him. Doesn't go unconscious. Let's see, -6. You should see a bar of his health descending, so you get an indication of how badly injured he is. It's quite it took him right in the chest. And how does the ensnaring work? What's the deal there?
Oh, strength save. So he's got to meet 12 or higher.
Okay, he gets a 12 on that, unfortunately. So he leaps away to dodging the tendrils that try to come up from the ground. Okay, so that's Galatea. Move you down. Odin, 21. What do you want to do?
I am going to scream in absolute terror. I will cast Silent Image and have right here landing a 15-foot cube of that strange stalk creature that swallowed up the eel.
The giant crane.
Yeah, the giant crane.
Okay, and where do you want to put it?
It's within a 15-foot cube. I'll pop it down here.
Okay, I'll see if I've got something. I may do. Oh, look at that. It looks like a pteranodon, but where do you want to put it?
Let me see. I'll put it there.
Okay, right in front of 2 Harangon. Okay, so that goes off. Seleth, 20, what do you want to do?
Seleth is going to cast. Let's see. Sorry. She's going to cast Fairy Fire into a clump of Harangon in a 20-foot radius.
Okay.
To try and get as many as she can.
All right. So,
whether that includes the crane or whatever else.
20-foot radius. Okay, so you can
Yeah.
probably get 4 of them that you can see over
Yeah, that sounds great.
over here. Get some
I
action
need
music.
to make dexterity saving throws.
Okay. Get 4 of those capping. These are the natural rolls without any adjustments. And we've got 3 fails. So,
They're all glowing light blue now.
nice. I'm going to put a red dot on the ones where everyone can get advantage to hit them. And they are limed in fairy fire. Okay. 18.12, Theodore. What do you want to do?
Okay. Theodore is going to fly 15 feet up because he does not like being that close to the ground. If
Okay.
I can remember how to do this, I'm going to mark my token that I am 15 feet up. Did that? Nope, that did not work. I forget how do you.
If you click on your token, and then there's the circle down the bottom shows you a little library of of icons.
And I'll use this one for now.
Yeah.
And that just shows that I'm 15 feet from the ground.
Yep. When you hover over it, if instead of clicking it, you type a number, it puts that number on top of the token. So 3 is like being 3 squares up.
Gotcha.
You can't have more than, it only has 1 digit, so we can't actually type 15. Okay, great.
Gotcha.
So you've flown up. Any action?
Yes, I'm going to cast Mage Hand.
Okay.
Let me do. Yeah.
And Mage Hand goes off.
Yep.
And
I want to say the hand looks like a very sleek, velvety hand. It does have. It's almost like what you would expect to see like a magician's assistant wear, kind of like that.
okay.
It's very sleek and velvety. Let's see, you can use your action. I used my action to cast the spell, so I can't do that. So that would currently end my turn. Actually,
And does Magic Hand something you concentrate on?
let me check.
Otherwise, there's a hand floating over there somewhere. You should be able to move this hand around, by the way. You can check that.
No, it doesn't. It's not concentration.
Okay.
It says use your action to control the hand. You can use the hand to manipulate objects,
Great.
unlock doors. You move the hand 30 feet each time you use it. The hand can attack or activate magic items or carry more than 10 pounds. So I guess my question is I use my action to cast the hand.
Yep.
I need an action to move it around, so that would just end my turn, correct?
Doesn't end your turn. It's just you're using your action to move the hand, but it might even be easier to just post it straight into the chat.
I did.
Oh, I missed it. Let's have a scroll back. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh no, that's silent image. I just haven't scrolled down enough. There we go. Mage Hand. Sort of hand lasts for the duration. To dismiss it, vanishes. You can use your action to control the hand. Okay, so I'll say you use your action to control it, which includes move it and do whatever it is you want it to do. Give someone the finger, open a doorknob, or whatnot.
Okay. So you're not going to count the casting it as an action.
Casting is an action, but I'm fine for you to move it as part of the casting. But it's got a range anyway of 30 feet away, so it appears 30 feet away from you.
Yes, so I would like to move the hand, if I can, next to him. And if I can, I would like it for it to grab a hold of the jar of memories, of fond memories.
Okay. All right. Can you roll a athletics?
Oh, this is going to be terrible. Yep, this is gonna be horrible. Seven.
Okay, all right. So you go to sort of snatch it away and you grab it, and he sort of wrenches it out of the hands thing. The hand's still there. It's there for any touch spells or slapping or eye gouging, whatnot you want to do for next round. And
Gotcha.
we're on to Hello Hawk.
Yeah. I had a thing that I said I was doing, so I will do it. But yeah, just to be sure, I'm going to get very angry at this, small furry little fellow trying to steal my precious memories, and he doesn't need to know what those are.
Okay.
So I'm going to recklessly attack him with a wild haymaker.
Nice. When you say get very angry, does that mean rage or is that just a reckless attack?
No, just reckless.
Okay. All right. So you go berserkus and roll to hit. Although he's got fairy fire, so you're gonna get advantage to hit him.
Well then, belay that, but I still miss probably because I rolled a 9.
It does. So you do. I guess you're holding your glaive in your offhand, and you just sort of take a swing at him, and miss. Unfortunately.
Yeah, this giant spectral hand appearing out of my periphery just takes my attention momentarily.
Yes. Okay. Now this guy, two of these guys. I'll work out the ones that. Let's see. We've got a silent image. I'll give them a. Okay, one of them freaks out and goes and backs away out of the light. The other one seems to look at it for a moment and then turn his head on one side and then sort of ignore it and go over to Hello Hawk. And Hello Hawk, these two guys, one of them takes a swing at you. Hits armor class 22 and does 4 bludgeoning damage. And the guy next to him says, "Not in the brain pan. Geez, it's not that extreme, bigwig." And then he takes a swing as well. And and he misses with a natural 1. But he was sort of swinging at your thigh with his club.
All right.
I was just going to say there, actually, it is an action to investigate the image to discern if it's real.
Is it? Okay. So
yeah, so one of them would have been able.
All right. So this guy had did his thing, but you can have your 4 damage back, your 4 health back. Hello Hawk. So he spent his time swinging at it, but of course you still have the information that they're sort of beating you black and blue, for want of their term. This guy over by the bridge gets out a sling, and Selith swings it at you.
Yeah.
Hitting armor class 20 for 4 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Galatea, 2 rush in at you. Both wooden clubs. One hits armor class 12.
Doesn't hit.
Okay, so swings and you duck it. You've got a bow in your hand. The other one, however, hits you duck straight into the swing and get clocked for 3 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And Galatea, I believe it's your turn. What do you want to do?
Man, I knew this was gonna happen. Guess I'm just gonna hit the one in front of me with my dagger.
Okay. You can draw your dagger as a free action. So you got your bow in the hand still and you're offhand. Draw your dagger and shank him.
It's 21.
Oh, nice one. You hit.
That's 6 damage.
All right. And he drops with a dagger in the throat.
Ah, thank God.
And is that you done?
That's it for me.
Okay. Odin.
Oh boy, over there too. I didn't see that one. I'm gonna send a chill touch at the one over there by Galatea.
Right. Okay. The closest one to you. Oh, you
Nat 20.
natural
Oh,
20.
thank
Nice
you,
hit.
Odin.
That's quite a chilling touch. So crit. So you're rolling a d8, got a 4. I see. And so it's a 6 damage. Is that right?
Yep, 6 total.
Okay. So he freezes, takes the 6 damage, doesn't drop.
I will Fury of the Smaller as well for an extra 2 damage.
Oh, okay. 6. Okay. All right. His teeth are chattering. These sort of rabbit teeth, and he sort of freaks out. That gives him something else, doesn't it? Beyond just the damage. He doesn't drop.
No, it's just the damage. Oh, with Chill Touch, he can't regain hit points.
Can't regain hit points. Okay. All right. So he's freaking out there and looking very badly damaged. He's got ice all over him, creaky joints, but he hasn't dropped.
Right. Oh dear, he's still there. I'm gonna run around Tio to that log.
Theo's
crouch down behind it.
Theo's directly above you. You can hear this boom as these sort of dragonfly wings. I think they're dragonfly wings. Okay.
Attempt to hide as a bonus action.
Selith.
Selith is going to do. Yeah, I guess. I guess she'll try a Sacred Flame on one of the more hurt-looking people. I'll need to do a Dex saving throw.
Now, can you see them? Just checking.
I should be able to if they're lit up with fairy fire.
True. Okay. Although they are in the fog, like the fog limits your actual vision. You may need to take a couple of steps forwards. You can see them like they're not invisible, but some of them you can see a glow. You can still target it.
I mean, it's not going to matter a lot because they have to make saving throw. So if I
that's fair enough.
A bunch of fire at the
no problem. So you okay, and it goes off. Was it one on Hellahawk? Which one were you targeting?
So the one on Hellahawk.
Yep. Okay. How much damage?
3.
3. Okay. This pillar of fire descends from the heavens and does 3 damage to the Harengon Brigand. Theodore.
Okay. The one that's holding that jug is still alive, correct? And it's this one, right?
Yes.
The one I'm pinging?
It's hard to. I don't think you guys can actually see that far. You can tell that there are Harengon in there because they're lit up by fairy fire. But you would pretty much have to go from memory because they're outside the limit of the light.
I'll fly 15 feet closer, so 5, 10.
Okay, now you can see them.
15?
Now you can see 3 foes.
All right. Yeah, I'm not sure about Hellahawk. He's been shifty this whole time.
He's looking fit as a fiddle.
I could use a mage hand to give him a wedgie. No, now it's not the time. I want that jug.
Okay.
I am going to cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay. At the one that got hit by the heavenly fire or the unharmed one?
Which one's holding the jug?
The unharmed one, the one near the hand.
I'm gonna hit that one.
Okay,
so.
roll to hit. Advantage.
Right, oh, yeah, advantage. Oh, thank goodness, because that was not a good roll. Let's try it again. Oh, natural 20, baby.
Okay, 2d10. You can just click on the 25 to roll your damage. There we go.
That's gonna be a total of, the math is hard, 13 points of damage.
Okay, this Eldritch Blast, it's not, it's more powerful than a longbow arrow. It's force damage, so it just hammers home, hits him right in the throat, and opens it up at the back of his throat, and he just drops dead.
I want to say the way I cast this Eldritch Blast, it does come straight from my hand, and it is literally 4 multicolored, like gorgeous, or like 4 different types of earth butterflies. It's like a monarch, a lunar butterfly, and just very drastically pretty butterflies that just shoot out aggressively from my hand and just blows this thing's throat out.
Okay. All right. Well, he drops like a sack, and hello, Hawk. In that case, unless you've got anything else up your sleeve there, Theodore.
Nope. That will have to end my turn.
Okay. Hello, Hawk.
All right. Well, out of the corner of my eye, coming through this blue hand off to my left, I see these 4 butterflies just tear a gaping wound in this hare's throat. And then, so I will then turn to the one in front of me. Well, good memories for me, but bad for you, huh? And I will kind of windmill out with my glaive.
Okay. Roll to hit with advantage.
13.
13 misses. It slices across his leather armor.
Nice.
Okay. The guy that you're fighting looks absolutely freaked out. And he says, oh. And he looks over at his friend over off to the side. He says, Majesty, forgive us.
He's dead.
Looking at you, Hello Hawk. And he says, Hail to the king. And looking at the glint in your eye, that he sort of does this huge spring and just bounces. 1, 2, 3. Let's have a look. 4, and where he bounces, he sort of lands, and you hear the squelch of him sort of landing off in the mud. And then you hear him, squelch as he carries on. And
is he disengaging from me?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, and the other guy sees this and does this courteous, flourishing bow, and says, Majesty, and he sort of goes herring off around into the fog as well. Now I think, is there any up? No, Galatea, you've got one on you. Sees this exchange. Okay, and he does the same thing. Disengages, bounces away, and sprints off to the northeast. One, two, three, four, five. Just moving him off. Yeah. Okay. Galatea, what do you want to do?
Just let it go.
Okay.
Hold in action, I guess, unless he turns around and hits me.
So draw an arrow and hold it, ready to shoot. With a readied action, you can do that, and just state the condition. And reasonable one would be an enemy within your sight, because you can't see any at the moment. Odin?
Just going to hide.
Hide?
Badly.
Okay. Oh, with a 4. Okay. Selith, you look over your shoulder and Odin's there with his hands over his eyes. Selith, or like a Dracula, the elbow. Selith, what do you want to do?
Can I get to the eel / crane thing?
Yeah, so you can use your arrow keys and just count.
Yep, I'll go there.
So you're finding that travel, this is difficult terrain effectively, so movement's half speed. But remember, you can always bounce 20 feet as part of your movement.
Yeah.
So that means you can effectively move 25 feet instead of 15 if you include a bounce in that.
I'll bring because my light cantrip should still be up.
Yep.
So I'm bringing the light, so people should be able to see a little bit better.
Yep.
But when I'm at the crane thing, is the crane being hostile? Sorry, or is it just kind of craning?
Yeah, I think it's looking aggressive. You can tell us.
Looking aggressive. Alrighty.
It was
In which case,
an image. Yeah.
it was an image. Sorry
Yeah,
for that. I
I-
misunderstood.
I created looking aggressive at the Harangons.
Oh, okay, never mind. I'll pretend to be afraid of it.
Okay.
But then I will Sacred Flame. Actually, no. I will Guiding Bolt the unhurt Paragon.
I'm just changing your vision. Let's see. There. With your light shows one Harangon. Oh no, he would be gone. He would have sprinted. But there's this giant snail, and there's a Harangon sitting on it, and he's sort of going through galloping motion, but the snail is going at a snail's pace. And he's going, yeah, like cowboy sounds. And kicking.
I'm actually not gonna waste a spell on it. I'll just cantrip it
Okay.
and get it and the snail to make a dex saving throw.
Okay. Are you trying to trip over a giant snail?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's have a look. We got a 12. So this guy. What are you trying to do? What spell is it?
It's just Sacred Flame, so it's more of that white hot moonlight fire.
Oh, okay. Yep. So the Harangon. Oh, is it Harangon or the snail you're going for?
I'll go for the snail. I'll try and disarm it a little bit.
Okay. The snail looks. Now that you can see, it looks like it's laden like a pack horse.
Okay. I'll say, everyone just stop. Let's talk about this. We're not gonna get mugged, but you also do not need to get hurt.
The time for talking is over.
I'll say that specifically to the snail.
Okay. All right.
I already killed someone.
Yeah, there has been some fatalities. Okay. And you Sacred Flame the snail. Theodore.
So I had killed the one who was holding the jug of fond memories.
That's right, yeah.
I'm assuming that's laying somewhere next to him.
It is. It's just here where I'm doing my ping, near the hand and Hallowhawk.
Okay. I will use my mage hand to... does it weigh more than 10 pounds?
No.
Okay, then the mage hand can grab it.
Okay.
And I will grab it and bring it back to me. And can I add that into my inventory?
Well, yeah, sure. You've got it.
Sweet. A jug of fond memories. So that was my action. And I'm going to fly another 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And that'll be my turn. Mage hand comes with me. Or I guess it stays where it is.
It stays there, yep.
Yep. Yep, that's it for me.
Okay, Hallowhawk. I'm not sure what you can see. Let me just check. Okay, so there's no enemies within range of your vision. You can see a bit of a glow in this direction from someone who's fairy-fired.
Well, as I see them beating cheeks away from me, I will just kind of plant my glaive down and no worries. We have enough for dinner with a friend here.
Okay.
And then I'll just kind of see Selith off to my front right. Oh no, that was just not serious.
Yeah. Okay. And the Harangon. Let's see.
Be right back.
No worries. Okay, he's the guy on the snail is really struggling. The snail looks like it's been mistreated by these Harengon, and every time he giddies it up, snails shrink their back into their shell a little bit. Every time he blats it, it sort of sucks back in and stops moving. And he gives it a bit of a kick and come on, yeah, ooh. And eventually he stands on its back and then goes blowing and bounces off into the shadows. And you hear him sort of land on, let's see, splodge onto something. And then you hear him sort of herring off into the distance. Liberal application of dad jokes. Okay. And I think, and there's one other one that I was also going as well and doing a dash this time. So probably going to outrun you in the thing. And this snail sort of just stops.
Yes.
And at that point, we move out of the combat, I guess. There's no need to go round by round. What do you want to do?
This place is fucking weird.
Just a little bit.
Those hares were absolutely mad.
Are you okay?
I'm a little confused.
Yes, I've never been burgled before for my memories. This is slightly new.
Yes, I can't even imagine.
Did they call you Majesty?
Yeah.
Oh, probably because I was going to absolutely kill them if they stayed around. So, no offense, Selith, but robbers and all.
Of course.
I also didn't mean the whole eating thing. That seems disrespectful. Now that I've said it, I apologize. Anyway.
Yeah, Galatea, you are approaching this giant snail.
Yes, I'm gonna at least look it over, try to pet it.
Okay. As you approach, it looks like it's got a neutral demeanour towards you. Not aggressive, but also not friendly. You can try animal handling or nature, your call. Try and do the Crocodile Dundee thing to it.
We're gonna go with animal handling. I got a 19.
Okay. It sort of reaches out one of its eyes to its limit and then sort of blonks it against your hand. And then reaches out its head, which is probably about 3 feet thick, and it sort of slimes into your hand as if like a dog might put the top of its head when you hold your hand out, and the snail does the same thing.
Aw, it's poor thing.
Was there a Harengon corpse here?
Yeah, there's a few around the place.
Yeah, I'll have a look.
Okay.
Investigate them.
Okay. I don't know if Theodore, if you're back yet, but
Yes.
okay, all right. Worth mentioning. I don't know maybe as players or maybe as PCs. What's your position as a party on loot that you find? I have made you a party treasure journal. And on the October 29th, there's Cupcake of Invisibility and Witchlight, Monarch, Title, and Flight ×3. Anyone can go in and edit that and add to it for each week by week. What are we at now? November 24th. And the intention there was to have a place if you're just carrying around party loot that you're going to divide up later, or if someone's taking it, and then put their name next to it so we know it's gone. But I know you've picked up this jug and you're investigating that. Odin, you're rummaging through the characters. You find Odin 2 little trinkets. They look like little carvings. Pretty well made. They're not jewelry as such, but might be worth something as a curiosity.
All right, no problem. I'll hold on to them.
Silith, you wouldn't happen to know why they would want fond memories. Why would that be something they'd be robbing?
Well, I don't know. Maybe for a similar reason that my brother and your memories and everything else was taken. Maybe something to do with the hags that live here. Maybe a source of power, or maybe they're just plain mean and they deal in mean currency here.
Well, at least we know what we're dealing with.
But just to be clear, you asked Selith what these unknown robbers' motives were because she's a hare.
No, because she worked with the circus.
Is that thing your friend
I
now?
asked her because she was a hare.
Yeah.
Well.
I imagine.
Selith, it's not a Harengon thing to steal memories.
Yeah, it's just as y'all know, hopefully, from being in my presence, I don't go around stealing people's memories. It's not a rabbit folk thing. We just don't do that. Maybe it's a them thing, but not for me.
Well, that definitely makes sense, because if it was happening, I mean, things were missing in the circus. It must be a hag thing.
Yes, I think that's right. But please don't associate us Aragon with this kind of thing. It's just these particular folk.
Yeah,
I'm hoping that I'm giving my fellow folks a good name, and anyway.
No, that is true. Not putting that past you, but then again, I've known all of you for less than 24 hours, so also keep in mind.
You all seem lovely. Let me just say that I don't think that elves or goblins or special looking elves or fae or other people are particularly representing their folks, but y'all seem lovely.
If I may interject, and it's funny you say fae. As a fae, I can't help but feel this is something that a fae would do. Stealing fond memories. I mean, it's not my thing, but I've come across something like this before.
Oh,
did I see him take that jar, or did we see him take that jar, or was it all stealthy?
Yeah, no, it wasn't stealthy. The mage hand picked it up.
Yeah. I mean, I'm very open that I wanted it. It was either that or give Hollowhawk a wedgie.
Oh, Theodore. Yes, that's actually an interesting point, because you have the jar. Is that right?
Maybe. Did you see me take the jar?
I did.
Okay, then I have the jar.
What's your plan with that?
Oh, I don't know. I just took it.
Well, do you suppose if we broke it here, maybe it would return to its owners?
I mean,
why don't we give it a try?
We
No.
can keep it.
What would we do with those?
Well,
could be any
awkward.
number of things. I mean, breaking it is quite a final choice.
Well, we're not going to use somebody else's fond memories.
We.
And if it...
I mean, I could use it as a bargaining chip instead of someone asking for Hollow's Hawk memories or Odin's memories. We could offer up one of these.
We don't want to sell the fond memories, do we?
Yes, 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 we
No,
do.
no. In fact, I mean, if you're all about being sneaky and deceptive, you could just empty it out anyways, return it to their owners, and pretend that the jar is full of fond memories of other people.
Do you have no fond memories, which is why you don't want us to have this?
I have plenty of fond memories, but I
I-
like
I'm-
to try.
I,
like
I'm
to
not.
treasure
I'm not.
others.
No, of course, I'm not speaking to you, friend. I'm on your side of the court here.
Oh,
Well,
okay,
those
good.
aren't our fond memories. Those are someone else's. Don't you
And
think
what
they
if
want
we
them
find
back?
people? Exactly. Exactly. I think I would be awfully sad being here for gosh knows how many years. And perhaps having those happy memories would make people feel better. You know, if it's something we can do.
Well,
That
I
may
don't know
take their
how to
motivation
do it,
away.
though.
What
No,
was that,
no.
Odin?
Break it, the memories might just be lost. Not
I mean-
returned. We don't know.
Theodore, you've got the jug. Do you want to investigate it? Do an arcana or something like that? Unless you've got some other.
Most definitely.
Okay.
So, investigation or arcana?
We can do it. Investigation's more just a more mundane check, but if you're trying to determine its properties or, anything like that, then it's more arcana.
All right, arcana it is. Do I have advantage because I am Fey or not?
No advantage unless someone who's also skilled with arcana can help you and lower the difficulty level for you.
Okay. Anybody? No?
If they fail, they
Yeah.
raise the difficulty for you.
That's it's a hard no from the barbarian.
Okay.
Same from the reindeer.
Okay.
Okay.
You're on
I'll
your-
roll. All right, here we go.
I guess I could, but I don't know if I want him to have the memories.
19.
Okay.
You didn't need anything.
All right. So you pick it up. You finally get the hand brings it over to you, and you've grabbed it, and you've been in battle, and finally the thing, all the dust settles, the mud settles. Have a look, and the stopper is out of it. And you go and look over to where the guy had it. Remember, he was trying to hold it up to Hallowhawk when Hallowhawk sprung a left hook on him. Yeah, and so the stopper must have dropped from his hand, and you do find it. It might be valuable. It's a golden stopper. Probably weighs about the same as 10 gold pieces if you were to just convert it directly. And it's ornate, probably useful as a trinket itself. You might be able to put it back in an open wine bottle to stop it from going off. But the flask that you've got looks like an ordinary gourd. Doesn't have any runes on it, doesn't smell of any arcane powders or anything like that. It seems fairly mundane to you.
Was it 19? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's nothing fancy about the jug itself. You said the stopper is somewhat unique, though, right?
Well, yeah, that's got more jewelry value as a trinket or a curiosity.
Okay, gotcha.
Doesn't seem
Okay,
magical either, but
Gotcha.
you haven't done detect magic or any spell to try and divine the sort of thing. But
Nope.
Arcana can help you. Goes a long way.
No, I think it'd be a good mug, but there's nothing fancy about it, so I guess we can give it back to whomever it belongs to. It has no value. I can't barter with this.
So if
It
someone
is a
wants,
nice quirk, though.
if somebody wants to add into the party treasure 2 trinkets, hardstone carvings, and a gourd with a golden stopper, if the party wants to take them as a something, then you can. If they're not, that's fine. You can leave them behind. You should all have edit rights.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've been messing. I'm that person that likes to keep track of the party loot.
Okay, so if you add them in, that'll be great.
Yep.
And
I
you
will
can
do that right now.
if you can just let me know if you can't see or save or edit the party treasure sheet. Galatea, I've given you control and access to Gus, the giant snail. You should be able to actually move the token around and...
Ooh. Oh man, but this guy's got to be slow, right?
Well, it is slow.
Hey, at least your feet won't get wet.
Yeah, he goes about half speed, but what that means is it's the same speed as you guys when you're slogging through mud. He's not affected by the mud. Gus the snail. Let's have a look. Character sheet. Okay, yeah, so he goes 10 feet. So if he's dashing along at 10 feet, he's going 20 feet around, and you guys would go 30 if you're dashing, I guess.
Guess we could just attach things to him and use him as kind of like a wagon.
Yeah,
a flow wagon.
He's got sacks and a net over the top of his. The sacks are sort of tied to the net.
Oh, a pack snail.
Yeah, it is. It's a pack snail.
Well, that's useful.
And other than that, are you all heading off in the direction where you were trying to get to? You're only 20 feet or so away from the bridge so far, and we're at 2 hours in.
Yeah, we're making fantastic progress, but I imagine that's still our goal.
Okay.
Us and the snail, man.
All right, you got Gus with you, and Gus seems quite happy to trail along at your side, Galatea. Most rangers
Just gonna feed him some ration.
Most rangers get tigers and panthers and whatnot, but in this sort of terrain, Gus is a boon. Okay.
I love it. Absolutely love it.
Okay, so eventually, I'm just going to leave you on this page for now. You're travelling through the muck. You go 500 yards, 600, 700, trying to navigate your way through in the direction. Yeah, Galatea, if you want to, you can climb up on top of Gus. And
That is definitely what I'm doing.
Okay.
Stay out of this algae and stuff.
Okay, all right. So you can ride the pack snail and it follows your direction. Pretty much follows the line of party members as you troop along. Just like many pack horses, they know to just follow the line. Something large, a large structure looms out of the fog, and it's looks like a cylindrical tower of some sort. It's squat, so it's about maybe 50 feet tall. As the mist disperses a little. It's because it's on a slight rise. It's covered in a tangle of brambles that go probably 20 feet up and have foot-long spikes, thorns, and looks like it's sinking down into the mud, and it's slightly on one side, a sort of slanty tower. And wrapped around its central spire is... Let's see... Yeah, it's stone. It's on a... It looks like the tower's quite precariously. It's leaning over, 20 degrees or so. It's a large woven basket with the end of a whole tangle of ropes, tattered fabric. The basket itself is probably 30 feet up in the air. Selith, are you keeping your light going during this time?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So it lights the area around you as you're walking, so that you might not miss things you might otherwise miss. Tower's 50 feet, probably 20 feet across. I'll move you to a map where you can see this. Let's see.
Oh yeah, it's a good thing I'm on a snail.
So glad I can fly.
Okay, and I'll just move you off to where it's a bit grassy. This is how you approach. Oops, sorry, Galatea. I left you behind there. There you go.
Lost my ride.
But so that's a fast snail.
Okay, so you can. I presume you can see the map. Okay.
Yep.
Large tower. And you can see the size of these brambles growing out of the mud and water around it.
Oh, so are we journeying north? Past this spire?
There's the basket looks like it's got a slight sway to it, which is odd because there's no wind.
Silith, what do you think of that?
Oh, it's a bit strange, isn't it? Could I? Do I have any slots? I have one slot left. No, I have two. Can I cast Detect Magic
Okay.
on the basket?
The basket radiates faint magic.
What kind of magic?
Abjuration.
Okay. Someone was protecting basket.
And it's sort of flickering, fading, pulsing off and on.
The strength of the spell is maybe someone's moving away?
Oh, maybe.
Are there any, could I do an investigation check for any, like, footprints or whatever if they sunk into the marsh?
Yeah, can you do do an investigation? Just looking for any hints or clues or anything. Trax is more survival.
It's just so dark and creepy, I can't really focus.
Yeah. So there's mud everywhere, and you're pretty confident that the mud would probably obscure anything anyway. Nothing to see here.
Haddock, any idea what we should do?
Well, honestly, part of me says to see what's useful, but
Psst.
who knows what's in store in this fucking place, so it's half and half.
You hear something. Selith and Galatea both hear it. Psst, 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 psst.
Oh, what could that be? Silith, did you hear it?
I think so. Oh, this is a bit creepy. What way is the noise coming?
It's coming from the basket.
I suppose we should look. I guess Salith will peer into the basket.
The basket's 30 foot off the ground. Swinging from the top of the spire where looked like the balloon might have crashed.
Mr. Theodore, do you think you could get up there? Hello, Mr. Theodore.
Are you with us?
Oh, sorry. My cat's knocked out the thing again. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I have to say that whole dialogue again. Yes, but why? Do you hear or see something?
Psst.
Oh, we kind of hear something. We're a little suspicious of what's in it. There's no wind and it's swinging.
That is suspicious. How about this? How much, well, instead of me flying up there by myself, I might add, don't do the whole heroic thing. How big is this basket again?
About 6 feet across. Now that you see it close, it's
That
heavy.
is a big basket.
Probably
Ooh,
quite a few humans could fit inside it.
Okay. Oh, yeah. This is not a Mage Hand scenario.
It's about the size of an elevator.
Okay. So, I'll fly up there, but if I die,
You're going to cop it.
We've got you.
I'll curse all of you.
You can be a revenant. Okay, Theodore. Bzzz, you go up and you all watch him sort of sail up there. Theodore, you look over the lip of this basket, and already how close are you getting to it? Are you going and looking in, or what's the go? How are you approaching?
It's like one of those, like you're being super cautious. It's almost like he touches it and then he flies off immediately and he comes back and he's like, oh my god.
You go up to the side of the basket and you're sort of you get about 5 feet away from it and you can see this arm draped over the edge, about human sized, roughly, but it's green, quite muscular, but also quite slender. And it freaks you out because it's just sort of hanging there limply. And looking at the arm, there's 4 toes and they're all webbed and with suckers on the end.
Suckers? Okay, suction cups. Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking about like a lamprey mouth for some reason.
No.
Thea, what do you see?
Oh, I wish to roll performance.
Okay.
Can I do that? All right.
Theo, you hear, psst, you there. I need your help.
What?
I need your help, sir.
Me?
Yes.
Who are you?
You. I'm down here.
In the basket? In the box?
Yes, in the basket.
I fly a little bit closer.
Keep it down. You'll wake the serpents.
Did you say servants?
Serpents.
Oh. I fly a little closer and get closer to whatever or whoever's in there.
Okay. You're looking in and you can see that there is what looks like a frog humanoid dead in the basket. He's looks like he's died of some sort of massive trauma, bludgeoning, and there's quite a bit of blood leaking now that you can see it down the arm. It's a frogman of some sort, bipedal. He's wearing a breastplate, metal armor breastplate, and otherwise Elizabethan nobility gear, pantaloons, flouncy shirt,
Crown.
no crowns, and he has
Jewelry.
a rapier at his hip, but he's deceased in the basket, and also in the basket you see an iron cage. It's about 2 feet across, and inside it is a very curious sight. What looks like a tiny purple dragon.
Nice. I'm gonna ask, were you the one talking to me?
He says, "Why, yes." And he sort of lifts a hand up and he's twirling a moustache and he's got one of those little goatees just underneath his bottom lip. He's got gauntlets and a belt and cocking one eyebrow, Errol Flynn style. He says, "I'm in a bit of a bind, as you can observe. I, Sir Televar, am one of the Summer Queen's loyal servants, and I ask that you free me. You see, I was in the midst of a dashing escape from the vile witch Bavlorna Brightstraw," and he gives you a nod as if you're supposed to know who that is, when our balloon, myself and my knightly companion here, was set upon by an ill wind. Looks around. We were sent plummeting to this current unfortunate location, and my pilot, the Honourable Wigglewog, did not survive. He expired in the fall, and I've been trapped here for some time. I must return and tell my queen of the fall of Prismia. It is now in control of the Hourglass Coven. Looks like he's in his head. There's this dun dun dun.
I rolled my eyes and like, this guy's more dramatic than me. Not saying something.
God dear, is he dead? He's not answering.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I wanted to roll performance for a certain thing, but maybe next time.
Okay.
I'll fly back. I'm gonna tell him to wait right here.
Okay.
I'm gonna fly back down, and I'm gonna relay pretty much. Hey guys, there's a dead frog guy creature, and there is a dragon with a mustache in a cage, and he's asking for help. Something about, I don't know, actually, hold on. I'll be right back. I fly back up. I get the cage, and I would fly back down.
Okay.
And
Yeah, it's a bit of pretty heavy, but you can lift it, and you fly it down to to the group.
Sure, Talabar. Yep.
Oh gods!
And he looks off in the distance at the thing, and he says, "Didn't quiet." And he looks over his shoulder back at the Slanty Tower, and let's see. Hallahawk, where my ping is, just to the north, you see movement in the water.
Oh gods! All right.
It's coming. Ready your weapons, sir.
Oh yes. Bemustached purple dragon aside, I think something's coming.
And you do see something like a crocodile or something big moving through the water, and it's sort of wending its way through the brambles.
Oh dear. Do you think it's threatening?
Going by this place's track record, I would wager yes.
And with that, Hallahawk, you're not surprised when you see this 2-foot wide snake's head rise up out of the water. It opens and you see these giant fangs as it lunges towards you. You're
Mummy.
and I'm going to open initiative again, unfortunately.
Oh goodness.
So click on your token, or to highlight your token, and then roll your initiative in D&D Beyond. That should add you in there. Okay. How are we looking? I can see Odin, Gus, Theodore, Hallahawk, Salith. So I don't see...
Oh man, I rolled for Gus. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Who's the animal companion of who here?
Clearly, Galatena is the companion.
You can roll for
Gus.
yourself. Roll for yourself as well. Okay, good.
There we go, yeah.
There we go.
Gus is the true player card.
You've been hiding all along. That was the
He's the
plan.
mastermind. Mm-hmm.
Odin, you see this snake go, looking like it's coiling backwards and about to launch for Hallahawk. You're standing right behind him. partially obscured by his massive elven bulk. What do you want to do?
Let me see. That will just reach. I will exclaim in absolute panic and fright. Oh crap. And try to rush forward and cast Color Spray at it. So
Colour spray. All right. So what does it have to do? Saving throw of some sort?
no, 6d10, and if it's more hit points,
Holy moly.
it is blinded.
Okay.
Right.
So all these colours go flashing out, and it will blind 33 hit points worth of creatures. Is that right?
Yes. And
Okay.
as I cast it through my nose with a big snapple.
Ah,
It
okay.
bans out.
All right. It looks at you with these alien slitted eyes, blinks once, and then goes to attack Halahawk.
Crap. I'll run away.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd seal it.
Theodore. What do you want to do? Theodore.
We can't hear you, Theodore.
Sorry. He's gonna fly 15 feet up
Okay.
as always. And then we're gonna cast Eldritch Blast.
All right. Roll to hit.
That is a 24 to hit.
Nice one. You hit. Roll your damage.
Yep. Ooh, that's almost max. 11 points of force damage.
Okay. Let me know if you can't see it, but you should see a bar going down. Takes the full blunt of the brass, but it's giant rubbery flesh. Just it's not a huge impact. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hissing Sid goes at you, Halahawk, and it slithers out and then tries to wrap around you. Let's see. Here we go. It rolls to hit. Hit summer class 11.
That's a negative.
All right. So the huge thing rips its tail around it or its neck to try and blow you down and then wrap around. You easily slide out of its grasp. Galatea, you are closer to the Slanty Tower, and you can hear movement in the brambles off to the northwest.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Cool, sweet tight.
Oh no! That's another snake.
You're pretty sure there's another one making its way around from the other side.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. You got this one, Hello?
Oh, yes, no problem.
Okay, so that was Hissing Sid. Moving on, so it's Galatea. It's actually your turn.
Alrighty. So I can officially see this guy out in the distance. This
You can,
new buddy.
you can now, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark and then I'm gonna shoot.
Okay, are you hunters marking Rasputin or Hissing Sid?
Oh my god. I think Hissing Sid, is that the one in the distance?
No, Hissing Sid is the one that's trying to kill Halahawk right now.
Oh no, we're not worried about him. Halo's got that one. I'm gonna go with the one in the distance.
Okay,
I
so
wish Halahawk was being crushed to death while you said that.
it's okay.
He's fine. Don't worry.
I got it.
All right.
Hang in there.
So Galatea,
I-
if you right-click on Rasputin, can you put a token on him, or do I need to do that?
I can't,
Okay.
unfortunately.
So what I'm doing is for Hunter's Mark, I use the arrows in the back of a guy on all fours.
Awesome. Does a 10 hit?
A 10 misses, although it's close.
Guess that's all I got then.
Okay. Gus moves 10 feet back with you on it. And then he moves another 10 feet back with you on it. Unless, Galatea, you want to treat this as you're controlling this mount rather than giving Gus free rein.
I'll take it. I'll take the chaoticness of Gus.
Okay, if you just sit on him and use him as just terrain, then I role play Gus and move him around on his turn.
Sounds good.
Okay, all right. So that's Gus. Hello, Hawk. You're being aggressed.
I am. I'm being aggressed. I've been aggressed by other things, but this one I do not like particularly.
Yeah.
This has been a strange couple hours since waking up, so not taken kindly. I will, just in case, I will get very pissed off at these fucking snakes on this fucking ethereal plane, and I will rage myself.
All right, rage out. Very good. And
then after that,
Yep.
Yeah, after that, I'm going to hopefully try to make my first hit of the session.
All right.
With my glaive.
I believe in you.
Here it comes.
Not 20.
Are you reckless or not?
I am not.
Okay.
I am still don't know what this snake is capable of, so we'll play it safe for right now.
Okay. Oh!
Guys, I rolled a 6.
Okay. You rolled a 2. All right. So no, in your haste of anger, whoosh. Okay. Rasputin, where is Rasputin? There he is.
That's a cool name.
That's perfect. It's Rasputin.
Okay, yeah. So he slithers down the tower using quite a bit of movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then dashes, slithering through and gets to there. That's his turn. Selith, what do you want to do?
So let's see. Selith is gonna move up to the snake that's being attacked by everyone.
Okay.
And he is going to cast Burning Hands.
Ooh.
Could the snake please make a dexterity save?
Okay. A 9.
Yep, fails.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
8 fire damage.
Okay. You can see it's scorched and blistered all along its side, with the burning hands going off. Anything else?
I don't think I can do much else.
Okay. Odin.
I'm terrified. I'm going to attempt to chill touch that one over by Hallowhawk.
Okay. Roll to hit.
An 18 to hit
18 hits.
for 2 necrotic damage.
2 necrotic. Does the full damage. And he's now sort of wounded. You can see.
Okay. Then I would bonus action hide behind the snail.
Okay. Roll the stealth. And then with Theodore, what do you want to do?
Let's see. I see the second one coming up. I'm assuming Silith and Hallowhawk have this snake covered. I'm gonna go provide it. Galilea. I said that correctly this time, right? Yes.
Galatea.
Galatea. Sorry, close. I'm gonna fly over 5, 10, 15. Yeah, this is fine. I'll provide her a little bit of extra backup. Gonna throw out another Eldritch Blast.
At the Hunter's marked one. Okay.
Yes, correct. At Rasputin.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Let's see. 18 hit.
18 hits.
Nice. Ooh, 13 points of damage, force damage.
Okay. Bam. Sort of blast
Man,
it
these
back a little
butterflies
bit.
are deadly.
Yeah.
That's some deadly butterflies, man.
When you get a chance, if you can hold me up to the snake, I might be able to breathe my dragon breath upon it.
Oh, I forgot you were here.
When you get a chance.
Do you want me to get that close to that thing? Like, how close are we talking here?
Oh, he's looking around at all of you.
Okay.
Otherwise, I fail to see how I can affect this combat. Hissing Sid. This time tries to bite somebody. D6, 1 to 3, it's Selith. 5, Hello Hawk. Okay, it bites. Hits armor class 11. You're too slippery, Hello Hawk. It misses.
You can't hit, nor can you be hit.
Hey, half and half.
It's a big slap fight between Hello Hawk and the snake. Galatea.
Oh, I'm gonna shoot. Was it Rasputin I'm looking at that
Yes.
I hit with Hunter's Mark?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna hit him again.
Okay.
Does a 21 hit?
A 21 hits.
So 8 damage.
Okay. Now the two snakes are about equally wounded. Gus just stands where he is for now. Hello Hawk.
Good job, Gus.
You got this, man. Come on.
You're
Natural 20.
You're still cross.
Yeah, I dodge out of the way, and I'm really fucking pissed. You know, I talk a big game in front of my one day friends here, and I'm not really performing. So I'm gonna reckless it just because I want to
Okay.
see it through.
Want to see it? Yeah. Well, land something.
Double crit. I'm calling it.
God's willing. 14.
14 hits.
Hey, look at that.
Max damage.
Glaive.
So
Ooh, that's
9
really
slashing and an extra 2 for rage, so 11.
Ooh, okay. All right, pretty badly injured. Telling blow. Smash. Couple more of those, and you might be out of the woods, out of the swamp. Anything else, Hello Hawk? Is that you done?
I kind of look over to Sel to see if she saw me actually fucking do something, and that'll be it.
Okay.
I'm contributing, see?
Right. Rasputin moves only just a little bit, and then coils back, and then this huge 3-foot wide snake head comes launching through the air, higher than Gus, up to the mobile archery platform and bites at you, Galatea. Hitting armor class 17.
Ooh.
Oh, it hit.
Okay, it hit. And does 14 piercing damage.
Ooh. Damn. Ow. Ow.
I'm hurting.
Okay. That's him. Selith, what do you want to do?
Self can't do a heck of a lot. But how is the snake looking?
About half.
About half? Okay, can the snake, please, Selith is, going to, channel divinity.
Okay.
So, what she's gonna do is, hold her baton that imbued with the light spell,
Yep.
kind of point it towards where the moon is, / the moon would be,
Yep.
and say, Luna Lady, give me strength. And kind of hold it up, and it's going to gleam really brightly. And if the snake thing could make a, I think it's a dex saving throw.
Okay.
Con saving throw.
Con saving throw, or what's the effect?
Radiant.
Oh. So it saves. Is it?
It takes half.
Okay.
It'll take half.
How much damage?
13 damage, so that's 6.
Okay. It's now quite badly injured.
And as a bonus action, Stealth, it's going to bunny hop 10 feet back from the snake,
Nice.
which won't be an opportunity attack. She's just trying to get out of the way.
Yep. Okay. And so that you can move yourself where you want to be, but
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
I think for the Harangon hop trait, that's immune to that hop that you do is immune to free strikes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And so this Halahawk, you're now seeing why it was so difficult. Odin.
I'm going to stay behind a big old snail, and feeling a bit safer now with Seedit around as well to hide behind from things from that direction.
Yep.
I will acid splash
Ooh.
the same snake towards Hallowhawk. So it must make a dex save,
Okay, it fails it.
taking 3 acid damage.
Okay. Again, blister, it's burnt, blistered, sliced, and very badly injured at this point. Theodore.
Okay. I'm gonna throw another Eldritch Blast at Rasputin. Just gonna keep throwing out butterflies, man. Let's see, rolling.
Eldritch Blast.
9 to hit. Yeah, 9 to hit.
No, that misses, unfortunately.
Okay. That's my turn.
Okay. Where's Sid? Okay, Sid's going to take a bite at you, Halahawk. 23.
Ooh.
Ooh, just barely.
For 12 piercing damage.
Reduced to 6.
Oh, yes. Raging. Galatea.
I'm gonna say I saw that bite. I'm gonna be like, oh, he took that much better than Galatea.
Now, Galatea, for your damage, if you can do that on what you click on your 20 on your token, and then type minus. How much did you take? I forget.
Oh, 14.
14?
I'm
So click on your token and just type. Yeah. Okay. Great.
yeah, I'm hurting.
Okay. It also means other people can see your health bar. Yeah. Cool. All right. Badly injured. Galatea, what do you want to do?
Guess I'm gonna hit it again. Take a
Okay.
chance, not hide.
All right. Which one are you shooting at?
Oh, the one I put on Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
I forget his name.
Rescue.
And does a 9 hit? Probably not.
No, it doesn't, unfortunately.
Oh crap!
Yeah.
That's it for me.
Okay.
Oh wait, I can still. I've got movement, right?
You do? Yeah.
I'm gonna hop down behind Gus.
Okay.
Say hi to Odin,
Okay.
and that'll be it for me.
All right.
Hey.
Gus goes and moves 10 feet.
Oh god! Gus, you're not helping.
He thought that's what the party's intent was, to move away. Hello, Hawk.
All right. I'll reckless attack again, and I will try to swing-a-ling around.
Okay.
There
19
you
All
go.
right. Awesome. 19 hits.
for 10.
Oh. Okay, now it's critically injured. You can see another one like that, and you'd probably chop it in half. There's massive glaive wounds in the side of it.
All right. But with that, I'm going to, as a bonus action, use my Blessing of the Raven Queen and pop out in front of Rasputin to try to be a soaker.
Oh, nice one. Okay. All right, so you bamf out in front of Rasputin, and it is now Rasputin's go. Rasputin is going to try and constrict you rather than bite. You're close enough.
Nice.
Hits armor class 10. Okay.
Slippery.
Misses.
Slippery elf.
Yeah, you're all greased up in this mud from fighting in the muck. Selith, what do you want to do?
Elva's just going to. She has to use her cantrips probably.
Okay.
So, is going to Sacred Flame.
Okay. Which one?
Good old the nearly dead one, hopefully.
Yeah, Sid. Okay. Saving
So
throw.
dexterity saving. Yeah.
Dexterity. Rolls a 5.
Yep, cool. So we'll do rolled 2 damage.
2 damage. Okay, you're in tier 1. They are free and continuous, but they're a little not great damage. But it's very very close to death at this point. Odin.
Wait. I think I have a bonus. No, I don't have a bonus action now. No.
Okay.
Oh, crap. Alright. Acid splash again.
Okay.
As I'll spit in my hand and chuck it.
DC 12 dexterity
12
save.
dex.
It fails.
2 acid.
Okay, it's still there. It's still kicking. Theodore. Theodore is muted.
Theodore.
Okay, sorry. Here I am. I hate push talk. Eldritch Blast. Hissing Sid.
Okay, roll to hit.
Gotcha. There's a 23 hit.
23 hits. Boom. The
There we
butterflies go flying through this thing.
Hmm?
And it slumps, sliding into the muck. Dead.
Oh.
And that's how you do it. Theodore, he does that little smoking finger gun thing where he just like he blows on his finger.
Blow the
And you all
butterflies
see a
off.
bunch of little, you all see like little glitter just blows from his finger.
Okay. Galatea.
He's gonna
Oh, sorry.
he's gonna move another 5, 10, 15 feet this way.
Okay. Galatea.
Gonna hit it again with my longbow.
Okay, roll to hit.
Does a 26 hit?
It hits.
Finally!
Wow.
Oh, that's
12?
12 damage.
12 damage.
Wow. Okay, it's now quite badly injured from that. Hellahawk.
kill it.
All right. I'm doing it again. Doing reckless.
Okay.
I am going to just kind of, with both hands, pull back and try to thrust forward into its scaly head. Granted, I can hit.
All right. Oh! What's that? Rolling a 4 and a 7. Okay, so neither of them hit, unfortunately. So even though you go reckless, this creature looks like it's on the defensive. And that's actually what it is. It disengages from you and goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and slides off into this mud. It's probably there, but it's underwater at this stage. Galatea, you can sense where it is because of your hunter's mark. It helps in tracking, so you get a bit of a direction. Mechanically, it's advantage to track it, but you get the hunter's mark is indicating its direction. Over there somewhere. Selith, anything you want to do?
I will do another Sacred Flame.
Okay, where at? Do you want to click on the screen where you want to do one?
Straight ahead, feel it.
Yeah, I'll listen to Galantia and her whatever she's saying, and I'll fire it where she says.
Okay.
Straight ahead.
Now, is that a saving throw?
It is, yeah.
Okay. And is it fire or radiant?
Radiant.
Nice one. So the radiant will get through the water, and it fails at save.
Nice. Big old 3 damage.
Okay. Odin, I'll mark it down.
My turn?
Yeah.
Perfect. I will pick up Sir Talavar.
Okay.
Coming over to here and just holding him out.
Okay, just in case. Do the thing. Okay, yes. I need to be closer. Bring me to the belly of the beast.
Literally.
Yeah.
I suspect these creatures are agents of Bavlorna Brightstraw and may slink off. They're not known for their bravery.
Well, do the thing if they're here.
I shall. And he goes, I can hold it for up. I think with that, unless anyone wants to do anything particular, at this point, we move out of combat.
Nice.
Galatea's just gonna slump against the snail,
Okay.
hurting really badly.
Theodore's gonna fly over. He's gonna descend. He's gonna say, Yo, that's not what a Fae would say. He's gonna say, oh my, you really got bit. I mean, that thing just took a solid chunk out of you. I felt that. And just like,
It really did.
Let me see. Selith will run around to you and medicine check you, I guess.
Okay. You don't. It's you're pretty convinced that there's no poison.
Okay.
Being a constrictor snake, it's more about grabbing your prey and then wrapping around it.
Selith will tear off part of her clothing,
Okay.
that's sparkly, and wrap it around Galatea's bite, and kind of just try and disinfect it as best she can, maybe with some rubbing alcohol or
Yep.
I don't know, holy moon water or whatever.
Yep.
Just patch it up a bit.
Do you have a healing kit, or are you just
I
using?
don't.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
just
Cool.
using my medicine.
Yep. All right. So you minister to her injuries. It looks like she's been stabbed by 2 longswords simultaneously, and try to keep the infection out. And you're fairly confident that she'll, with enough rest or whatnot, she'll recover from these.
Ooh. I mean, that just looked nasty.
That,
Hello.
you hear this clap? That was incredible. Well done. Well done.
Oh, thank you so much, Silas, for the bandage.
I'm gonna say, Hollowhawk, stop lazing about and actually do something. And,
Right, yes. Let me patch up my my bite wounds here.
Oh
You
no,
know, we
Howard! I'll go and
all can't hide like everyone else. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Oh, what a big baby!
He'll
He
still
got
fuss
big.
over you.
He got. I float down just so look. He got bit once. Look, he didn't even feel it as I smack him literally on his bite wound.
I punch.
Yeah.
Ow! You brute! Yeah.
Yeah, and that's all you're getting. So be careful.
Very strange dynamic you have yourselves here.
Right, strange coming from the talking dragon with a mustache.
I'm a knight errant of the Sealy Court and a loyal vassal of the Summer Queen.
Can I insight that?
Yes.
Awesome. Alright, let's see what I get. I got a 9. Seems
Okay.
legit.
Yeah,
I can
seems
vouch for
legit.
this guy. I trust him with my life.
You wouldn't happen to have a skiff with you by any chance?
Is that slang for something?
A boat. We'll be underwater shortly.
Oh,
Well,
I'm sorry?
Well, in my pirating days, we tended to work smuggling along the coast and used mangrove swamps as a part of our egress. But yes, there's a very high tide.
Oh,
Wait.
I guess we should move.
Yes, we best move along. You wouldn't happen to have a key? Keymaster? Locksmith?
Oh, Oh, I don't have
no?
knock, do I? Nope, I don't have knock.
No.
I have a big key right here.
Not now, Hallow.
Oh, no. Right now, Hallow. Unlock his imprisonment. He needs to be free.
Right, that's what I'm intoning.
Yeah. Very good. I shall retreat to the westernmost corner of my cage. We call them enclosures these days.
All right, put him down.
Yep. What are you going to use?
My glaive.
Your glaive. Okay, roll to hit. Okay, you hit
11.
You hit the cage, but it doesn't seem to make a dent in it, a scratch. He says, a fine blow, sir, but maybe try again.
You can sell us a try.
Well, if you insist, my bemustached friend.
Yeah.
And as I stand over, I'll hold it above my head and I will focus really hard and I will recklessly attack the small cage.
All right.
That's a lot of anger to hit a cage.
Yeah. Ooh, 20. Okay. You are absolutely confident that you hit in exactly the right place where you're looking to bust this thing. Let's see. And looking down, the cage is not even scratched. You would expect it to have been. It's just iron, and normally a steel blade would at least mark it, if not cut it.
Well, your house is made of stronger stuff, friend.
This cage is crafted by Bavlorna Brightstraw herself. Perhaps a hex of some sort.
He says that like we know who that is. Perhaps I could excuse me, I'm going. Perhaps I can do nothing. Sir, this will be your prison for the rest of your life.
Well,
the best we can do is carry you around in it.
I'm sure Bavlorna will have a key. Maybe we should travel there. Unfortunately, it's where I just escaped from, but...
Okay. What do we, and by we, I mean me, get?
The bards will sing of your praises all through the Sealy Court. The rescuer of Sir Televar the Magnificent.
They have healers out there, yes?
Yeah, there are what, sorry? Madam? Miss?
Maybe aid in healing, and she's pointing to her gaping wound.
Right, yeah. He says, I can't heal your wounds, unfortunately, but I can make you feel better about them.
Oh, I mean, where you're taking us, that they might have something to aid me? That's worth the travel, in my opinion.
There is a community of frog folk there. Bullywugs, they call themselves. I'm sure they might have something.
Oh, I do like frogs.
The Soggy Court.
Soggy Court? Appropriate?
The Soggy Court is a Bullywug settlement, and Bavlorna has her lair I think lair's a good word to use for a house of a slack-jawed Lorna. They're quite courteous and welcoming, provided you don't offend them.
Would they know of any missing children or anything about a particular hag? I guess basically, do they have any information that would help us on our
That Lorna
journey?
is a hag, of course. She is the hag. She has 2 sisters whom she loathes.
Loathes. Mm.
They use this artifact, a cauldron. Cauldron they got from Igwilv. Why? What is your interest in this troop of hags, Sir Fairy?
My patron has always told me never reveal your hand. You simply must trust us. How about this? And I look at the rest of the group. How about we escort Mr. Sir
Talavar.
Talavar Mustache, and free him. He takes us to the soggy court, as Theodore does air quotations. And from there, perhaps we can get a little bit more information about the hag that runs this. He gestures to this swamp place. And maybe we can actually figure out what's going on with these missing kids at this circus and how that affects Mr. Witch and Mr. Light.
I didn't see any children in Downfall while I was there.
Oh. I was just asking, like, how does the group feel about that then?
Oh, is it good and hurt?
I'm sorry.
That sounds okay to me.
Honestly, I'm up for anything.
Well, she is one of the 3 you've heard about, and if it gets our noble pirate friend out of here, then that could pay some dividends.
Let's see any other leads we have, so head that way.
It is imperative that I be free so I can tell the Summer Queen of Zybilna's downfall.
All right. Well, Sir Talavar, you got yourself a deal. We'll escort you and free you, and then you help us.
Oh, very good. I'd be pleased to. I can see I am a good judge of character.
Sure. Sure.
Okay. All right. So, who's carrying Sir Talavar? It's going to be a bit. It's pretty heavy. It's an iron cage. It's two feet across.
Yeah, I don't think this is a Theodore thing. Be right back.
Oh, not a Sella thing either.
Mm.
Not a Sella thing either.
Galatea,
Yes.
does your big snail there float if this place is going to be flooded in short time?
I mean, I don't think he floats, but I'm sure he'd be fine. Are you suggesting I leave him?
No, of course not. I always appreciate a very slow companion.
Do you think we could makeshift some kind of craft out of what's around us?
Does
Not
the
entirely
basket
sure.
possibly float?
We tipped it upside down, maybe.
Any ideas, Talivar?
Well, I guess you've got a fair bit of stuff on that snail there. I'm happy to sit up there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I stepped away real quick. I thought we were talking about how to breathe underwater, not carry you. Let's see. How long do you think it'll take us to get there?
Or it might be a day or two, I would expect.
Uh,
There are trees around the place. I'm sure we'll find some high ground when it's necessary.
mm,
And
Let's
looking
see.
around, you do see that there are undulations and some enormous trees here and there. And the mangroves, while the mangrove roots, might get wet, the tops of the mangroves would not.
let's see. The best that I could do to figure out who can carry this, I can call up a servant to carry him, but it could only be for an hour though, not much longer.
Hmm.
And it costs a good chunk of magic that I have to do so. But I can do it, but only for an hour. So
I think you can ride on the snail anyway.
Yes, there's going to be plenty of room because I'm definitely going to be on him.
all right. Let's hitch him up onto the snail then.
Okay. So
Gus, was it?
yeah, so Sir Talavar's cage is tied onto Gus, and you find yourselves. Well, what direction are you going?
I would assume that Talavar would somewhat know of his direction from which way he escaped from.
Ah, yes. He can gesture in a direction and say yes. The downfall is this way.
All right.
And you start making your way through the mud. Eventually, let's have a look. I'm just going to. You're making your way along, and you see three. Let's see. Yeah, you see three human-sized figures, arms and legs, humanoids, and they have baskets on their back, but they're walking on stilts, and so the stilts slide into the mud, go a couple of feet in. These figures are about 3 or 4 feet off the ground, and they've got them on their forearms as well. And they sort of walking on all fours. They've got leather skull caps on, like a helmet sort of thing, and it comes down across their face. And they're just slowly squelch, making their way. Looks like it's actually pretty good. You guys are going at half speed because of the terrain, and they are not really slowed down by this. And they sort of pause for a moment, and one of them looks across at you. They don't say anything, though.
Hi.
Okay. One of them, they raise a hand, like a gesture of greeting.
Well, at least they're friendly.
I don't know if I would talk to strangers in the Fae.
Yeah, I suppose that's a good point.
But you do you. I encourage, I'm all about, mischief. So,
They look like they're just sort of pausing, waiting for you to say something.
well, go on, Silith. You're the one who said hi.
Me? Hello there. How are y'all doing today?
Fine.
Can I ask your names? How long have you been in this place?
They're speaking Odin with a goblin accent. It's pretty clear to you. You think that they're probably hobgoblins, in your experience. We are travellers through this land.
Us too. Maybe you're a little more traveled than we are. Tell me, does the weather change much?
No, sometimes it rains. Mostly it's ever-present mist. At least these days.
Was it like something else before?
Yes, it was much more accommodating. Still a wetland, but something is wrong here.
I don't disagree with you, my friend.
Mm.
Have you noticed any other changes? Or in any particular locations?
No, not really. What is it that what are you trying to do? Can you roll a persuasion for me, Selith?
Sure. Well, we're currently trying to get to the Froggyville, or the town with the frogs.
Soggy Court.
Yes,
You'll be looking
I think.
for. Mm.
Does it rain there much? The name certainly suggests it.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. But the fog is much thicker there.
I see. Okay. And you've passed through then? The people are nice?
They are, as long as you're polite, they are friendly.
Oh, well, that's us. We're a bunch of polite folks. Good to know. Good to know.
I've got a
How about your...
handout for you. I'll just show that.
That's pretty cool.
Looks like they're foraging for eggs.
And how about yourselves? Are you on a bit of an expedition?
We're just looking for food.
I see. Well, I can't say that I've seen any food around, but I wish you the best of luck, and I'm sure my companions do too. If you like snakes, there's a bunch of snakes around the place.
No.
Oh yes, there's a giant dead one down the way.
Okay.
Perfect for skinning.
They say they are competitors for us for eggs.
Well, you're too short now.
He says, "Thank you for the warning, though. We'll avoid that area." If you're looking for downfall, and he gives you a direction, he says, "Follow that there. Telemy Hill, you'll see it. It is a milestone. It seems to have settled there not too long ago, so it should still be there as a landmark." continue past that.
Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Does anyone else have a question for our fine mobile friend here?
Oh,
What are the eggs from?
Uh,
good question.
we're from here. This is our home. It seems to be shrinking.
Okay.
Could as for the creatures in this area, so far we know of snakes. Is there anything else we should be worried about as we are on our journey?
There's all the normal predators of the swamp, but there's two places where you might be able to find respite and rest up and heal. One is Telemy Hill that I mentioned before, and another one is the inn at the end of the road.
Oh, thank you. I
Telemy
think
Hill.
that's all for me.
Telemy Hill is the home of Jingle Jangle. You'd need to get permission to rest on his walking hill if you're looking to rest up from those injuries. And he sort of gestures at the wounds that some of you have.
Oh, is he easy to get permission from?
Oh, he's a bit skittish, but otherwise, and a bit reclusive, but otherwise fine. A goblin.
Good.
And he sort of slowly moves his head back and starts to squelch off. Slightly different direction to what they were going away from Slanty Tower.
Bye.
Guess we should be on our way too, huh?
You get
Happy egg hunting.
you get the idea that that's probably the most they've spoken in a very long time. That normally you just manage to coax them into a chat.
Well, they seem nice.
You have a weird definition of nice.
Well, I didn't die, and I'm, not bitten by them, so
Yeah.
I take what I can.
You should always ask for a little bit more.
You carry on in that direction.
Yes.
And eventually you do find, probably a couple of hours later, so you would have stopped for a break, stopped for a meal, and you find that the water level is rising. And you're probably thigh deep for the most of you that are medium sized, which means it's going to be quite a struggle for you, Odin, and even you, Theo. You can't just fly everywhere.
Not forever.
Yeah.
Hello, Hawk. Maybe you could put them on your shoulders just to help them out a little bit.
Well, true. We don't want our friends dying by a drowning of everything.
Dying of other things, much more.
I climb up onto his back and just holding on there like a little koala bear.
Okay, all right. So you've got
I want to say Theodore has way more dignity than that. I am not some petty human child who needs to be hoisted up by the caregiver. And I will cast Unseen Servant, and I will be princess carried for an hour.
Okay.
Theo, how is this any different than Hallowhawk doing that?
Because it's not Hallowhawk doing it. Completely different.
I don't see the difference.
I'm my own Fae.
All right. So you're being borne aloft by your servant, and Hallowhawk, you've got an Odin backpack on, reminding me of Empire Strikes Back, I think.
So Baby Yoda.
Yeah, Dagobah. And between the lot of you, I think Salith, you're able to. It's a bit of a struggle, but you're not small or anything, so it's still coming up halfway past your thighs. And you come across a well, a ring, maybe 10 feet across, and the water level of the well is the stone is probably about 5 feet off the ground. So also going 3 or 4 feet or 3 feet or so down to ground level, and the well is completely full, and it's just gushing like a continuously and overflowing, spilling out into the lands around.
I think we're gonna have to do something.
Like what, Silith?
Goodness. Is there any like signs of like settlements or anything like that?
You think you can see a hill in the distance a few miles away.
Okay. I think we just need to make haste.
Well, luckily we know there's an inn nearby, not very far.
Yes. I think we just need to hurry to walk a bit faster, maybe, if we can.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Sounds like a good idea.
Forced march, double speed, start sort of dashing effectively. It starts to rise a bit further, so much so that Hallahawk, Selith, your backpacks are looking like they're going to get saturated. You probably and there's a hill. There is a hill in the distance, maybe a mile or so away. You could take your backpacks off and just hoik them up over the top of your head, and obviously that's hard going, but would stop your stuff from getting saturated.
Yeah, I'll actually, one thing I might do is get my shield and put my backpack in my shield maybe, and see if I guess it wouldn't float, but maybe use my shield to carry stuff if that makes it easier, or stop the rain maybe, or whatever it is.
Yep. Okay. You should try and fashion something to keep the wet out, but you're walking along. You go a few hundred yards further. It's not too far to this hill again. You've got your stuff held up overhead, or the Odin's sort of he's got his feet in the water at this stage. Hallahawk, you might have one hand with your glaive or just using it as a stick to help probe ahead, just to make sure you don't fall in something. But you can imagine you're sort of chest deep in water at this stage. It feels like it might be at its limit now, and maybe starting to recede, or maybe just starting to cap out. You come to an area where there's maybe 50 feet or so, where there's this band in front of you, where there's no mangroves at all. And it feels like, well, you're 5 foot in water. Let's see, I might be able to have a better map for this. The first one was, the one where we are now, is where the well was sort of gushing out. I'll just, for simplicity's sake, I'll just put a mark on here. So there's sort of like a band. And it's all water, there's water everywhere. It's just there's a section here where there's no trees. You get an indication, I think Theodore, you're closest. You get an idea that probably the ground level drops down, and so it's deeper, just over this section.
And that's the water, correct? Or...
that's just the deeper water.
I relay that to the party.
Okay.
It's probably going to be deep here.
Yep.
I might actually really need to fly for that one. I'm just gonna tell everybody to be ready.
Okay,
When they
Galatea, you're pretty high up on top of the snail, and you see a ripple in the water.
Sith! There's a ripple in the water.
Oh, what else is coming this way?
I don't know. Do I see anything else? Should we change direction?
We could always throw Odin in there.
Um,
I mean, it was just I'm just spitballing. You don't have to commit to anything.
oh, I don't know. It
What is
might.
it? What
It's
is it?
it's absolutely huge. It looks like the snake that you saw curling through the water, but it's got fins and it's got a much fatter body.
It's huge,
Uh,
and it's swimming near you, and it's got fins.
Oh.
it's a drawing.
All it is is
Sorry.
a dark shadow in the murky water.
I can't seem to make anything out. It's too murky, but it's massive. I can tell from the rippling.
Should we throw Hallowhawk at it?
Perhaps.
Okay, so eventually it carries on.
Oh.
Well, maybe it was a friendly ripple, and it saw that we were scared of it, and decided us to leave us alone.
I truly hope that was its logic, and it wasn't
Um,
just that we were in murky water and it couldn't see us.
I wasn't afraid. I just want to go on the record of saying that. I'm pretty brave.
Well, you know what? You should lead then, Theo.
I feel like Hallowhawk is like the great leader of this group here.
Oh, but then he should be the caboose, though. Like he should probably make sure there's nothing coming up from behind us. He can block it.
Yeah, I feel my peripheral vision of the caboose is really on par, if not better than Hallowhawk's. So I feel like I should, just make sure our backsides are covered. Who knows what's going on back there. Hallowhawk, you want to take point on this?
He seems very supportive.
Strong silent type. I like it. He's just utterly confident in anything and everything he does.
He's being right back, and
Gotcha.
it'll be for you guys.
I was gonna say he's so strong and confident that he doesn't even need to hit a creature. That's how good he is.
All right, what are you gonna do, Theodore?
Cautiously.
Okay.
All
All right. So you find that it's basically up to the. It does involve swimming, so you will need to swim across this section. Galatea, Gus can just walk through, but goes underwater for a period.
Nice.
And I'm going to assume with this creature now gone, you paused and watched it go past, that you get across without incident.
Yeah. Gently, slowly.
I'm just collecting everyone up together,
Okay, sorry. I thought.
and I'll move you to another area. Hello, Hawk. After watching the creature go past, there was no other sign, and the party moved across and was able to cross the river. I had to swim. Okay. You get to a large hill. It's skirted in mist, and initially you think it's odd that the mist seems to cling to the edge. It doesn't really span out away as thickly. And as you pass through and see beyond this mist for the first time, you can smell sweet, scented fruit. There's a downy, damp, silvery moss blanketing a gentle upward slope. There's a craggy ridge that marks the top of the hill, and dozens of enormous willow trees dotting the hillside, and they sway as though there's a breeze. There is no breeze, once again. Giving you an idea, the hill's about a half mile wide. Looks like there is a trail, maybe a game trail or something, just a path that creatures have taken going from the bottom to the top.
Do you reckon this is the Telemy Hill place?
Only one way to find out.
Yeah. Better look for a jingle jangle, if this is it.
Okay.
Onward, Hallowhawk.
For following the path?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. As you move, let's see. 3 of the trees, the willow trees, stop swaying, and 2 of them sort of move together to block your path. That'd be tons. There's tons of tree here. And one of them speaks. Why do you come to Telemy Hill? In a slow, treanty type of voice. Deep, old, craggy.
Just to rest for a while?
To seek information, possibly.
Information. Rest. Are you brigands?
No, sir.
Don't even know what it is. Couldn't
We're
tell you if I
just-
was a brigand if I
Oh,
wanted to.
Okay. Seems to nod and believe you. Poor Jingle Jangle has taken to her home and not come out for days now. She was attacked by brigands.
oh golly. I might be able to help her.
Maybe food.
Right.
Take her some food.
I mean, what if she's dead? What do we do then?
She is friendly. She
But is she
lives.
alive?
She lives, we would know.
Ah.
What are these brigands you speak of?
There are brigands about throughout the land. There are 3 rules to Prismia. One of them is the rule of ownership. And the fact that brigands can break this rule constantly lets us know that no longer do the rule of the Fey Queen hold sway.
Oh, I see.
Jingle Jangle is friendly and should welcome you. If you talk to her about her keys, she'll be most pleased. She's obsessed.
Oh, perfect. We're in search of a key.
Jingle Jangle is the keymaster of Prismere.
Lucky us. I suppose we should go and meet Jingle Jangle.
Okay, they step aside, and you can ascend. I think you can. Has that worked? Is everyone on there? No. I might need to paste you again. Hold on.
What a lucky day.
I was looking for Hallowhawk, but that's Odin. You're the same token, right? Yep. Okay. Cool.
Yep.
Yeah. So you walk up this game trail that spirals up the hill to a rocky outcropping, where there is a hut, which looks like it obscures a stone staircase descending. It's chilly. And you can smell a strange smell, like a blacksmith.
Like a forge?
Maybe like a forge, but not so much that sulphurous, just the iron filings of someone who works with metal.
Keymaker.
It was Jingle Jangle, right?
Yep.
That makes sense. I mean,
Is
she's
there a door?
crafting her own key.
Oh, now there's an idea.
The stone steps lead down. I think Gus is not going to fit.
Oh, no. Gus, you don't mind standing here for a moment, do you?
Gus seems like he's happy to stay.
I think you'll be just fine.
Good. Let's go find this Jingle Jangle.
Let's go find this key. As I'll go ahead
on
and
down the
slowly start to descend in the staircase.
Okay. You can move yourself to the cave entrance, which is effectively a staircase descending. If you can see it.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
I mean, I can anyway.
Yeah. Okay. And is someone carrying Sir Televar's cage?
I'm going to say
I will.
Hallowhawk because he's not here to say no.
Oh, you're here, right? Yeah. He's back.
Oh, I didn't know he came back.
I know, you missed his joke.
Okay. All right. Worn stone steps lead down to what feels like a cellar. It's chilly in here. You detect the subtle scent of iron in the air, and from a distant spot within the chamber, sputtering candles illuminate a multitude of keys dangling from taut strings that crisscross the walls. There's hundreds. Many more lie strewn across the dirt floor, just discarded. And you take in the scene, you hear first the sound of keys jangling as a goblin emerges from the shadows. She wears a coat that is lined with metal keys and carries a flail at her side that she sort of has one hand on. And the flail is made of 3 chains with 3 giant iron padlocks.
Hello, Jingle Jangle.
Hello.
We've come to see your magnificent keys.
They are, aren't they?
Well, from what we've heard, they are, but we have yet to see any. Oh, never mind.
You can see the picture?
Yeah. Oh, never mind. I feel like you completely took the wind out of her sails.
As Jingle Jangle walks into the light, the glittering bronze of all these keys, it's just there's thousands of them.
Oh, jingle jangle! That makes so much sense because you jingle.
How might Jingle Jangle unlock a bit of happiness in your lives today?
They have. In fact, our little friend here that we're carrying, he is in search of a key.
He's in search of a key. I have a key.
Yes. We're hoping you can help us. He's in a jail of sorts.
There is a rule of Prismia.
What's the
Yes.
The rule of reciprocity.
Oh.
rule? I don't like that word.
Jingle jangle, we kind of read the band folk, and so wonder. Hi, and I'm Selith Silverfoot. Nice to meet you. I was wondering if I could help you rest your feet. Maybe I could sweep your house and help you out with any things you might have to do. And in exchange, maybe you could let us rest a little.
Oh no, I have much time on my hands here. The Brigands who stole my truffles and beat me black and blue.
Oh no!
Did you tell him to not do it?
Are my greatest fear right now.
Maybe we can help you with that.
You want us to go bait people up?
Someone ought to give them a good shaking down.
You know, our tall, silent
Yes.
companion here.
Rippling pectorals.
I don't know if I would go that far. Hallowhawk is quite capable at threatening and hitting people. Perhaps he can encourage these ne'er-do-wells to leave you alone.
Hello, Hawk, will you be my champion? And she sort of flutters her eyelids at you.
Aww.
Oh gods, why not? That's not the weirdest thing that's happened today.
Says, if you will pledge, if you come across these ruffians, give them what for.
Yeah, Hallowhawk.
And if
Give him what for?
If you do find my truffles, bring them to me. I will unlock. I will see to this dragon's cage.
Sounds like a good deal to me.
Oh. That reminds me. However, there is a bit of a payment that you have to give us. More specifically, you have to give Hallowhawk.
Who are you talking to?
Because you can't.
Jingle Jangle.
Jingle Jangle, yeah. Because, you can't get something for nothing. And there's always the issue of payment. You got that one from The Little Mermaid.
Champion Hallowhawk, if you agree to see to these ruffians, should you encounter them, I will see to this cage.
But not only that, I am Hallowhawk's personal lawyer of the Fae. He's not from here, so he has to have a spokesperson. The payment is also one kiss on the cheek.
Can you roll deception?
Yeah, that actually makes sense.
It's those fancy wings. She couldn't pass that up. Hallowhawk, I'm talking about you.
Oh, certainly.
I need a deception. Theo.
Come on, tricky fairy.
How you going? D20.
Deception. There we go. Okay, here we go. Oh shit.
Okay.
11.
She
Completely
completely.
convinced.
She does the full just flick of the hair, and if she had any, and turns towards you, Hallowhawk, and say, "So, Hallowhawk." And she looks back at Theo with a bit of a frown. Once again, will you be my champion?
No, certainly I don't require any other pro bono payment. I will see to these individuals for letting our bemustached friend free.
Okay. You hear Sir Televar say, "Not bemustache, sir, mustachioed." But as the heckling from Sir Televar aside, Jingle Jangle says, "Oh, thank you," and looks like she's ready to follow you anywhere. Busting out a who was it? Anyway, Whitney Houston. And she says, "Right, let me see." And she starts patting her vest and sits down cross-legged at Sir Televar's cage and starts mucking around with it, and without too much trouble at all, unlocks it.
Ooh.
And Sir Televar emerges with his wings finally fully freedom, and emerges from the cage, does a spin in the air, and then fists on hips, wide stance, looks around and says, "Why, thank you Jingle Jangle, and thank you heroes of... Does your group have a name? What should they be singing of in the summer court?"
Ooh.
You are halfway right there, friend. Hallowhawk's Heroes.
Hallowhawk's Heroes, yes, very good. And he gets out his sword and he reverses it and he lays it across his forearm at you, Hallowhawk, and says, "I gift you my trusty blade."
Ooh.
This blade being like a couple inches.
Yeah, it's about the size of a dagger. It'd be a long sword for him.
The Keyblade.
I humbly accept this gift of our illustrious partnership. I'm sure.
He says, "We shall meet again," and he holds his hand out to do one of those Arnold Schwarzenegger handshakes.
Yes, I will reciprocate in size with a finger.
Okay,
as not to crush him.
He grabs your thumb. They got you pushing pencils, or whatever it was. I forget now. Okay, and with that, he gives you a salute as a knight of the Sealy Court, and he says, "I leave you now. Thank you once again. I go to warn the Summer Queen." And he sort of makes some sort of gesture, and then poof, seems to plane shift of something.
Oh. I feel like we should have figured something out in exchange for that one.
This is why
And
you never trust the Fae. Except me.
He said his payment were that songs would be written for us. So there you go.
Yeah, Hallowhawk's Heroes.
Really catchy.
Well,
No, it's not.
if I've known anything from being in the Feywild for a couple hours, is they love alliteration.
very good. One thing you did catch, which probably I didn't mention, is he said King Hallowhawk's Heroes.
King Hallowhawk, huh?
You some sort of
A lot
king.
of titles. Your Majesty, you're a king.
An
Is it from the circus? With your little wings and everything.
What?
You look dashing with those little wings.
Hallowhawk was
Honestly, you could have used those on the bridge.
Hallowhawk was
that, did you?
crowned. He was crowned the witch-like monarch.
Huh.
From memory, when we've done it in the past, it's just been a title and there's been celebrations, but nothing's really come of it.
Yeah,
People have gone home.
Well, that doesn't. Well, I mean, technically speaking, if he was crowned, then by distinction, he would be some sort of royal. Technically speaking, whether it's like this, like the king or queen of a parade. It might just be a parade, but by technicality, they are the king and queen of said parade. So he would technically be royalty. Technically. And
Well, apparently your little carnival favor has some weight here for whatever reason.
Oh, that's fabulous. I wonder what we could get away with that title.
Now you
wait a second. I ate a bunch of cupcakes. I didn't get no title. Feel robbed.